The 2024 men's hockey opener featuring the University of Saskatchewan Huskies and your university.
We are back here at Father David Bauer Arena in Calgary, Alberta. It's the home opener for the University of Calgary Dinos men's hockey team as they take on the University of Saskatchewan Huskies. I'm Riley Pollock alongside Max Sturley. And Max,
Woo!
So nice to be back as it's been a long off season, but we are finally here back at FDB again.
Finally, Riley, we were in cryo sleep for about 6 months there, but it's good to be awake back at FDB where we belong for some Dinos hockey, the home opener this season. Should be a great one against the Huskies.
Yeah, very excited here. The Dinos sporting a very similar roster to the last 2 years that saw them make it to Nationals 2 years in a row, a Canada West championship in there. They lost in 3 last year in the Canada West final to UBC, so high hopes for this Dinos team once again this year.
Absolutely. We were talking off air before the broadcast here tonight, Riley, that this kind of feels like the last run for this group of Dinos. A bunch of fourth years coming into their final year of eligibility, so it should be a fun ride for this Dinos crew that has seen some tremendous highs during this 4-year journey.
And we're going to look to the other side here as there's a big name that started off strong last weekend. The Huskies went 2-0 against the U of R Cougars, and it was led by Dawson Holt. He had 1 goal, 6 assists. He leads the Canada West in scoring after weekend number 1.
Yeah, your early front runner for the points lead in Canada West. And as you said, Riley, the Huskies 2 wins last weekend against Regina. They outscored the Cougars 13-3, and with Dawson Holt getting in over 50% of the goals, he's going to be a player to watch for us tonight.
Holt, the 4th year out of Saskatoon. He played in the BCHL and seems to have taken a big step already this season, so they'll be leaning on him to score. Now we look to the Canada West Men's Hockey Player of the Week, and it is Colson Gangenbach. And he had a great season last year. He was an absolute stud for this Dinos team, and he picked up right where he left off.
Absolutely, with 3 goals as well over the weekend. His goal-scoring prowess really took a jump last season. He's carried it into the early start of the season. 3 goals last weekend. There he is in the new Dinos kits you'll see this year on the home side with the new black trim. And Colson Gangenbach, with Riley Stotts now off the team, he's going to be leading the charge offensively for this team.
20 goal scorer for the Dinos last year, and well on pace for that again, as we will see if he can continue his strong start to the season here against the Huskies. As we quickly take a peek at the standings before we get to the player introductions. We're about 30 seconds away here. We'll get the entire Dinos roster. As you can see, they've gone to the 2-division format here, Max. And so the top 3 teams in each division will make the playoffs. 3 from the East Division will play 2 from the West, 3 from the West, 2 from the East, and the top 2 teams in each, or the top team in each division will get a bye. So a little different here, and if you're Trinity Western in that West Division, you got to think you're in tough right from the get-go.
Absolutely, just the state of the other 3 programs with UBC, Calgary, and Mount Royal. 3 incredible hockey teams, 3 powerhouses in this Canada West Conference, so it's going to be a tough route for Trinity Western. And on the other side, there's no slouches either, with Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba kind of leading the charge on the other side.
We're going to get down to the player introductions in Canada here. We'll be back for Puck Drop in just a few minutes. You're watching Canada West Men's Hockey here on Canada West TV.
Gracias. Number 15, Logan Hammett. Number 16, Logan Howard. Number 17, Marty Westhaver. Number 19, Caleb Way Rustic. Number 21, Dallin Moline. Number 22, Connor Horning. Number 23, Jaden Joseph. Number 24, Dylan Anderson. Number 26, Tyson Galloway. Number 28, Colson Ginnenbach. Number 29, Jake Poole. Number 33, Max Patterson. Number 35, Carl Tenachuk. Number 37, Connor Martin. Number 38, Adam Kidd. Number 39, Brendan Lee. Number 42, Mac Stewart. And Owen Albers. Your head coach, Mark Howell. Assistant coaches, Jamie Fox, Red Warinka, and Lane LeBlocki. Your 24-25 University of Calgary Dinos. And now let's meet the starters for your Dinos. In goal, number 35, Carl Tenachuk. On defense, number 9, Zach Winnet. On defense, number 29, Dylan Anderson. At left wing, number 28, Colson Ginnenbach. At right wing, number 10, Dylan Sidor. And at center, number 33, Max Patterson. Spot, Goodstone First Nation. The city of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Districts 5 and 6. Please, fans, please rise if able to. Remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
We are back here in the booth. Riley Pollock, Max Sturley with you as we are about to get underway for the Dinos home opener in 2024-25. You may have heard there the starters for the Dinos tonight. In net, number 35, Carl Tenachuk. Back-to-back great seasons for Tenachuk. 2 seasons ago, he was the Canada West Goaltender of the Year and Rookie of the Year. And another solid season last year. On defense, we have Zach Whitting paired up with Dylan Anderson. As well up front, Max Patterson centering Colson Gangenbach and the newcomer Dylan Sidor, who has made an impact early. He's getting the start here with Gangenbach.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see a new line mate for Gangenbach and Patterson. Obviously, big shoes to fill, taking the spot of Riley Stotts from last season. Markel trusting his rookie class to help carry the offensive load.
Sidor from Kamloops, BC, played for the Lethbridge Hurricanes before coming to the Dinos program. As we are about to get underway, the puck is dropped, and the home opener is underway. Whitting tries to bat it forward. That's intercepted quickly as Kozer plays it behind the net. Battle for it along this near wall. Now Tkachuk behind his own net, takes a bump but makes a pass. Now quickly through the middle come the Huskies. Whitting back for it. He banks it behind goal. Anderson tied up with his man Patterson, the big body back there to help as well. Patterson knocked to the ice behind the goal. That pass through the middle misses Gangenbach, and that will be icing, and we'll have our first whistle of the game.
Yeah, Gengenbach was a little bit deep in his zone, so he wasn't available for the outlet, and a nice early forecheck for the Huskies to get the first whistle and an offensive zone face-off for them.
Face-off to Tedachuk's right. Trevor Wong comes out here. He's a first year with the Huskies, a great career with the Saskatoon Blades. The Dinos win the face-off following the icing. And it's shipped out to center ice. Bouncing puck, swatted at. Whitting jumps into the play. Now the Huskies will settle the puck down as Prefontaine goes D-to-D. Wong with speed through the middle. Puck chipped in behind the captain, Noah King. King battles with Wong. Puck squirts loose here. The Huskies have it. Pass back to the blue line. Wong spins it out in front, and Whitting kicks that aside. Wong keeps it in at the blue line. Now cycled down the wall, far side. Prefontaine has it, looks for a latest shot. That one just missed wide. Good pressure here from the Huskies to start the game. Now Adam Kidd, fresh off the bench, bats it forward. Gutenberg skating for it, and they'll say no icing on the play. King meets it at the far side. Puck bounces out. Played into the corner for Gutenberg. He cycles it down low. Spinning shot there from Kidd, missed well wide. King again at the blue line, shoots through traffic. That hit a body and never made it to net. Puck cleared out. The Huskies will start a change here. Corning skates it over center. He's stick checked. And now it's Cade Hayes into the offensive zone. Big bounce off the end boards there, collected by Jaden Joseph. Gricius flips it out to center. Massier was a little slow to get off there. He walked down the tunnel. Joseph now bats it forward for Moline. Moline in his second year. He was a great rookie last year. Big body with a great shot. Logan Hammett, first year, throws it on goal, and a glove save made by the Huskies starting goaltender tonight, Roddy Ross.
Roddy Ross, a familiar face, a really excellent goaltender for the Huskies. His first touch this evening, a sharp angle shot, nothing doing. It's a bit of a frenetic start. The Huskies with a good first push in the offensive zone, led by the aforementioned Trevor Wong. He had a couple good looks on goal.
Huskies win the defensive zone draw. We'll start the breakout. Crisp pass through the middle. And it's chipped in behind the goaltender, Carl Tedachuk. Dinos control that dump in. Hammett. Behind the net to Anderson. Anderson's pass intercepted there. And a battle for it in the corner is Peltier. Gets it back to the line. Kinneberg thought about a shot. He just dumps it in the corner instead as he takes a bump from Moline. Spinning shot through traffic, and a pad save made there by Tedachuk.
Don't know if he saw it, Riley, but he got a piece of it with his pad.
Tedachuk stops it behind the goal. He'll play it high up the dasher and out to center ice. Parker Galvis now. His pass intercepted as Whitting, the defenseman, steps up and dumps it into the corner. Gengenbach tied up there on the forecheck. Now 2-on-2 the other way come the Huskies. Nice stick there from Whitting, forces the offside, delayed here. So the Dinos will regroup in their own zone. Tyson Galloway banks it forward. Whitting can't control that pass. The Huskies chip it right back in. Gengenbach into the corner for the puck. Huskies sweep it back out all the way into their own zone, and the Dinos will change. 4 minutes gone here in the first period. Shots one each. Both of these teams 2-0 entering week 2 of action. Now Poole walks in and a save made by Ross. Kidd swings it down low. Poole can't quite collect that one, so King will activate from the blue line. Puck bouncing dangerously out front. King picks it up. Knocked off his stick and batted out to center ice. Holt behind the back move. Backhand, and Tedachuk makes the save. Nice play there from King to get it up to Poole. Poole now near side, Gutenberg. He gains the zone and will fire it cross corner. I think Kidd thought it was going to be a shot on goal, so he wasn't quite ready for that dump. And the Huskies will collect. Petruic gets it forward to Jordan. He rings it around the glass. Now Petruic meets it on the other side and ships it back for Wong. Wong swings it around again. Boschiavo stops up, has a lane. He takes a shot up high. Tedachuk makes the save and will cover for the whistle. Carl Tedachuk had to stay tight to the post on that one.
Yeah, I did a good job to challenge a little bit while staying tight to the post, as Boschiavo just realized he had a bunch of space after coming out from behind the net, and smart play, get the puck on goal, and Tedachuk with a nice save with the shoulder. And no rebound is a good box out in front of him from his defense corps.
We've seen some big goals scored in that corner.
Gengenbach,
yeah.
Big one last year. A series winner against the Cougars that sent the Dinos back to the Canada West final.
Gengenbach on the puck now. With speed, passes it off. Nice move inside. Pass, shot, and a big save from Ross. Good chance there on the break from the Dinos. Now the Huskies counter. It's Hayes. Around the outside, he shoots. A good stick there from Whitting to knock away. Now it's batted out in front, almost off the glove of Tedachuk and in the net. Lead feed. Gengenbach has it. He plays it forward to Whitting. Well, that's intercepted. Now a great play by Patterson to get it ahead. Colson Gengenbach 1-on-2, shoots, and Ross makes the blocker save. Dinos on it again. King walks in and shoots. That hit a body. Bounces out to the blue line and cleared away. End-to-end action here to start the game as now Moline enters the zone. Dallin Moline. Knocked to the ice. Tries to flip it down into the corner. Now he collects again. Moline swings it low. Pass out in front, a shot. Ross makes another big save. Logan Hammett, the first-year defenseman, with a great opportunity from the high slot.
Just three whistles, so far, Riley. It's been a really good pace. Not many stoppages here. Both teams going up and down the ice.
Back come the Dinos. Hammett takes a bump but gets the puck in. It's played all the way down the ice and will be icing on the play. Hammett listed as a defenseman on the Dinos roster, but the Dinos with just 11 forwards tonight, so he took a shift at forward there.
Yeah, and had a good chance in front of the net. Roddy Ross looks dialed in. He had trouble with a Gengenbach shot from the high slot, but otherwise he's looked really solid. Made all 5 stops against him so far. As Ben Tkachuk with the ice sends his team back in their own zone.
A little battle off of the face-off that never happened, as Jake Poole never afraid to get involved.
Getting into it with Cole Jordan, second-year defenseman. Brandon, Manitoba, formerly with the Moose Jaw Warriors.
Puck one back. Galloway fakes the shot, now takes it. Ross makes a pad save. Gutenberg keeps it in at the line for a second. Now the Huskies are able to clear, and they'll get the change. Pass through the middle, deflected, just over the net of Ross. Huskies get it forward. Another 2-on-2 opportunity here. Good stick from Galloway, who finishes his check. And we're going to get a penalty called here to the Huskies. It should be a trip on Zach Whitting. Could have been another one there as Jaden Joseph was taken to the ice, but just one will go, and it's going to be a hook against number 21, Ashton Furster.
Yeah, that's a no-doubter there as Whitting beat Furster to the puck. And in the process, Furster tripped him up. The old can opener is Whitting there, top of the screen looking for it. Tripped up before he could play it, and that will lead to the first power play of the game for either side. nearing the 8-minute mark of the first.
The Dinos 2 for 12 on the power play last weekend in Vancouver, while Saskatchewan killed 10 of their 11 penalties against Regina last weekend.
Saskatchewan penalty number 21, Ashton Forster, 2 minutes for hooking.
Dinos set up in their own zone. Whitting skates forward with it, loses the puck though, and the Huskies will collect at center ice and kill some time. Dawson Holt gets it forward. Stebbings spins away from pressure. He's stick lifted by Sador, and it'll be Gangenbach the other way. Shoots, and a glove save made by Ross. Just got a piece of that one.
Yeah, with the cheater, Riley.
Puck play to the line. Whitting keeps it in. He'll play it down low to Patterson, who battles in the corner. Patterson swings it back out top to Whitting. Whitting cross ice. Gangenbach can't corral. He'll pick it up off the wall. Whitting has it again. He'll pass it off. He gets it back to Gangenbach, who shoots, and Ross is square to the puck and hangs on for the whistle.
That was a great box out there by Landon Kozer. Dinos good puck movement. We saw that play a lot last year for the Dinos power play. The play up to the point, and Whitting touches it over to Gangenbach for the 1T, and Ross, no screen in front of him, top of the crease. That's a fine save for Roddy Ross. And exactly 1 minute gone in this power play.
11-12 to go here in the first period. Shots 8-4 in favor of the Dinos, who have stepped it up, I would say, after the first 3 minutes or so of this first period.
Yeah, they found their sea legs and started to answer the Huskies' smooth play up the ice, and they win the draw here.
Joseph now, the second unit out there. Noah King. Far side, Gutenberg. Gutenberg gets it down low. Now back out top for King. King walks the blue line to Gutenberg down at the goal line. Now he'll walk it back out. Grishis tries a shot. That hit a body and bounces to the far side. 30 seconds to go on the power play. King just keeps it in at the blue line. Walks in, now drops it off for Gutenberg. Gutenberg, near side Grishis. Behind the net, that one misses. King will keep it in again with just 20 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Joseph walks out, shoots from a tough angle, and Ross, tight to the post, hangs on.
Nice heads-up play there by Joseph as a solid penalty kill from the Huskies. They had a really wide box, keeping the Dinos with limited options, and Joseph found a bit of an opening. But again, Ross, good job there to get in the VH and makes a nice save with Joseph coming out of the corner.
Mentioned Riley Stotts moving on. Arjun Atwal and Tyson Upper, some other big names that are no longer in this forward group, as well as Dakota Krebs on the back end for the Dinos this year. 10 seconds to go on the power play. That's rung around the wall past Anderson, and that will do it. The Huskies 1 for 1 on the kill to start this one. Galloway loses the puck now, backhand in on Tedachuk, and he makes the save. Shot from the point, hits a stick and bounces wide. Scramble there at the side of the net, and the Huskies collect. Firster back to the line. Kinneberg plays it behind the net. Pelche back out top. Kinneberg has it again. Shot through traffic. Tedachuk makes the save. Now Sador the other way. Knocked off his stick. He can't collect it out of the air, and the Huskies will turn it right back. Shot, glove save made from Tedachuk, and he hangs on. And we will get the media timeout here. Halfway through the first period, 9:34 remaining here in period number 1. And as we take a look at the head-to-head from last season, these two teams were nearly identical through the regular season. Very good defensively, over 4 goals scored per game for these two teams, and quite strong on the penalty kill as well.
Yeah, just two really solid teams, really balanced teams that played each other last year. It was always a marquee matchup whenever these two teams played, and honestly, it feels kind of the same to start this season here, Riley. A bit of a testy start for the Dinos, I'd say. They didn't seem too sure of themselves in the first 3 minutes, but afterwards, They really did a good job exchanging the play with the Huskies. It's been a nice 10 minutes here to start this game.
Dinos finished second last year in the Canada West, getting that first round bye. The Huskies finished third, just 2 points behind them. So from all I've heard, U of S thinks they've gotten a pretty good recruiting class this year, whereas I think the Dinos are going to have to dip into the recruiting class a little bit more next season, as you mentioned.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge measuring stick here for Mark Howell to see what he can do, bringing in the new Dinos class. It's a chance to be a big one next year.
We've been calling it the last dance all night tonight, with so many key players being fourth years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moline, good job on the forecheck, works the puck out, banks it back to Whitting. He shoots through traffic. That deflection goes off the side of the net and out of play, and that will bring another whistle with 9:15 remaining here in the first.
Dallin Moline getting into it a little bit after the whistles as well. And as we were talking about the Huskies there, Riley, the head-to-head, I should say, that it's not something the Dinos will need to worry about too much from a standings perspective now with the new division alignment, which is just still processing that change, Riley, for sure, because that was part of the fun last year, was the playoff race and the positioning against those really solid teams, including the Huskies.
Yeah, I think the East will be a little bit more exciting. You got to kind of pencil in Alberta and Saskatchewan in those top two spots, and then it'll be Manitoba, Regina, and Grant MacEwan battling for that final playoff spot on the other side.
Speaking of Grant MacEwan, they're up 1-0 on the Cougars right now, halfway through the first period. UBC also has the go-ahead goal against the Mount Royal Cougars.
US controls off the face-off. Played forward to Wong. Nice play to get that onto his stick. A shot. That one hit the blocker, I think, or maybe the end of the stick of Tedachuk. Moline on it. He takes a bump and gets the puck in deep. They'll go for a change. Barros gets it. Now D to D. Wong has it. They'll play it forward. Wong cutting to the net. Nice stick there from Joseph to intercept. And Grishus has it the other way, and that's going to be offside as Joseph just a half step over.
Yeah, a new makeshift line with Massier and Grishus, with Joseph as well, just trying to find some new chemistry to start this year. Noah King has a new D partner in Dylan Anderson, who's going to see a big jump in his role this year after, especially you mentioned Dakota Krebs moving on.
Brennan DeYoung as well.
Yes, that's right.
Two towering bodies on the point as a spinning shot there from Grishus. Gets away, now a breakaway the other way. Pillar, drop pass there as he didn't think he had a shot, and now it's dumped down the ice, but Joseph's going to be the first one to it. Jaden Joseph spins away from the pressure of Prefontaine. Now Massier gets it back to the line. D to D shot, that one blocked there from Hayes, and he felt that. Now Whitting activates, tries the center. That's blocked by Galvis. And the Dinos continue to battle for it in the corner. Played back to the line, now dumped around the back of the net. Whitting still activated. Played into the middle. Now Whitting will collect again and try to center it. Poole spins it down low for Gutenberg. He loses it in his feet. And Prefontaine will play it up the wall, but another good play there, this time from Galloway to keep the puck alive. Shot slowly towards the net, a battle for it. And it's finally flipped out. Gutenberg, drop pass, shot saved by Ross with the glove, and he'll hang on for another whistle.
Yeah, Adam Kidd trying to crash the net, couldn't get there in time with that point shot coming, as Jake Poole had a great look coming off the far side of the ice there, but his stick disintegrated as he pulled trigger on the wrist shot, and he headed to the bench right away. Took away a Dino's opportunity, but Calgary jumped ahead in the shot department significantly now, Riley, 12-7. Dinos are leading the shot clock.
They did like to pile on the shots last season. I believe we saw back-to-back weekends where they had over 40 both nights.
Ran into a hot goalie a few of those times, and Ross looking good so far.
Kinneberg plays it around the wall. Gangenbach chips it to the line, but not out. Connor Horning on it now. He'll bank it forward. That pass intercepted and dumped right back in. King behind the net, Horning. Now back to the line. Kinneberg keeps it in. Along the half wall. Battle for it now in the corner. Tkachuk tried that centering pass. Now it's back to the line. Kinneberg fakes the shot. Takes a shot, and that one off the glove of, I think it was Howard that had hit and went wide. Big hit along the wall there. Horning collects in the corner. Pressured, and a nice play through the legs there to Gangenbach. Now Sador back to Gangenbach. Gangenbach takes a shot. That hit a stick, goes into the netting. And out of play with 6:04 to go here in the first period. You're watching Canada West men's hockey, the Dinos home opener here on Canada West TV. I'm Riley Pollock with Max Sturley. And
hello.
Max, it seems that the Dinos are just kind of back to normal already. The hard forechecking that we saw all season last year and the high shot volume.
Yeah, absolutely. And the high shot volume as well is complemented by getting some good looks. They've had their chances so far tonight, but Roddy Ross has been solid for the Huskies.
Anderson back on the puck. He's run into the wall. That's going to be a penalty here as Anderson's slow to get up. That's going to be offside at the line.
Anderson just to his feet now, but not putting much weight on his right foot. That will lead to another Dinos power play, as heading to the penalty box for the Huskies is Ethan Renier. The Huskies got away with a high stick immediately after Anderson was hit as well, so it will just be a 5-on-4, but Dinos going back to the man advantage, 0 for 1 so far this period.
Anderson staying on the bench for right now, just getting looked at by the medical staff. Patterson removed from the dot, but Gangenbach steps in and wins another power play face-off. Gangenbach out top, Whitting. Back to Gangenbach. He looks for a lane. Now cross-ice pass, shot, and a nice save there from Ross, who's square to the puck and out at the top of his crease once again. Tracking the puck well so far in this first period.
Yeah, great cross-crease movement for Ross, and Kidd took a little bit too long to corral and eventually shoot the puck, and Ross well above his crease to make that save.
Whitting through the middle, Gangenbach. He'll dump it into the corner. Battle for it along the wall. Gangenbach collects. Now it's swung back out top. Whitting has it. Down to the goal line. Gangenbach back to Whitting at the blue line. Gangenbach off the half wall. Try to pass. That hit a stick. A bouncing puck. The Huskies can't clear. Kidd. Gangenbach back to Whitting. Now it's Kidd. Tries a pass out in front, bounces back to Whitting, who shoots. He fanned on it. Now a bumper shot, and that one might have hit the crossbar or maybe Ross's blocker and went out of play.
Yeah, Ross's blocker is Sador posted up right in the high slot, and Kidd with a nice little bumper feed right to him. I'm not even sure Sador thought he was going to get the puck there, but he was ready for it regardless, and Ross with another fine save. He's made a couple good ones on this penalty kill. Easily the Huskies' best penalty killer so far in the first period.
Right you are, as Gutenberg and the second power play unit come out. Another face-off win here, as they've had great zone time on their first power play and a half. Now a shot through traffic, just caught Ross. Battle for it at the side of the net, and it's cleared up the wall and out to center ice.
Down Moline right on top of Ross. Don't know how he saw the puck, but he keeps it out.
Gutenberg winds it up through center. Drops it off for Poole. Poole, backdoor pass, and that one just off the stick of Gricius and wide. Gutenberg settles it down at the side. off a stick, and that's cleared out with just 8 seconds to go on the man advantage. Vicious just dumps it in, and we'll get a change here as we're back to 5-on-5. The Dinos 0 for 2 on the power play now. 3:40 to go here in the first. 0-0 still. Nice move on the far side. A shot. Tedachuk makes the save, and it just squeaks wide of the net. Joseph takes the bump pass, now plays it forward. A good stick there defensively from Cole Jordan to break up that centering attempt. Now Pillar into the middle, and a big hit coming across the ice there as it was Hauer, the newcomer, running into Loskiavo. Jordan now to Pillar. That's taken away by Gangenbach. Right back on the ice after the power play. Glove down by Jordan, it was high sticked by Jordan, and that will be a whistle here with just under 3 remaining in the first period.
Jared Penner coming really close for the Huskies. Probably the chance of the game so far for either side, is coming off the rush after a nice deke inside, and Tedachuk with a good save. He got just enough of it as it squibbed wide of him and rolled out the other side, but a great look for Penner and the Huskies.
Dinos control off the face-off. Gangenbach in his own zone, plays it forward. Now Whitting skates through the middle, dodges his own player, that's Sador, but he picks up the puck. Sador, nice move to stop up. Pass into the middle, Patterson, backdoor pass, and a huge save from Roddy Ross as he gets across with the glove. I think that takes over as the best chance in the first period so far.
Right on cue, Riley.
Dawson Holt stopped at the blue line. And now Anderson back out there. He seems to be all right as he takes a skate, stick lifted as he crossed the blue line, and the Huskies take the puck away. Anderson loses his bucket, so he'll have to come off. Tough couple shifts for the Dinos defenseman, and now it's Kidd the other way. Tries to walk inside, takes a shot up high, and Ross makes the shoulder save. And it's dumped all the way down the ice. That'll be icing here on the Huskies, but Roddy Ross outstanding so far here in the first.
Yeah, up to 16 saves now, and just made a couple beauties on that last sequence, and including that one set up originally by Sador. He's looked really good here, Riley, in the first period on that makeshift top line for the Dinos, and he gets across. But Ross, he's been fantastic so far. And on that last chance from Adam Kidd as well, a bit of a double clutch from Adam Kidd, and Ross had no trouble with that. A fine shoulder save as well.
Another offensive zone draw here for the Dinos, but the Huskies win that. Played out to center ice. Horning knocks it down, and now it's Joseph on the puck. He drops it for Horning. Now it's spun back Joseph. He'll gain center and dump it cross ice. Now Grishas in on the forecheck. Huskies flip it out to center, a bouncing puck. Renier battling for it with Horning. He's run into the wall. Now it's back to the line. Kinneberg, he might have the most puck possession time out of anyone on either team so far here in the first. Massier high off the wall. Joseph skates onto it. Walks into the slot, drops it off for Grishas. That's intercepted for a second. Now Joseph throws it out front, a bouncing puck, and that one just sails over the net from Hammett. 1 minute to go here in the first. Another quality opportunity there for the Dinos doesn't go, as Logan Hammett just sailed it over the net. Whitting settles things down. Shot 17-8 in favor of the Dinos, but still scoreless thanks to Roddy Ross. That pass had too much pepper. He'll go all the way down the ice for another icing call.
Puck has been bouncing a fair bit here, Riley, in the first period, and that was a fine example of it there as the Dinos outlet pass just skipping over sticks. As the Huskies, after their early jump in the first 5 minutes or so, have really cooled off here in the first period, but they're going to get an offensive zone look. Ice has been tilted towards Roddy Ross, though, in the last 10 minutes or so.
Late chance here for the Dinos. They work out 2-on-2. Puck played into the corner. 25 seconds remaining here in the first. Moline plays it into the corner. Dinos try a cycle here, a battle for it at the blue line, and the Huskies work it out. Flip far side, Wittink on it, under 10 to go here in the first. Played up the ice. Possibly one last chance for the Dinos, but it's taken away there by Barros, and that will do it for period number 1. A scoreless first period between the Dinos and the Huskies. Shots 17-8 in favor of the home team.
Both teams having their looks as well. So the goalies have had to make some tough saves, especially Roddy Ross. 17 stops in the first 20 minutes for Saskatchewan.
That will do it for the first 20 minutes of play. We'll be back in about 15 minutes time here. You're watching Canada West men's hockey action here on Canada West TV.
I am not the only one. We walk these streets united. Every citizen of Big Booty Land. The journey that brought us here is drawing to a close. For at last, we are where we belong. We are home.
I'm looking for safety. They never gonna break me, take me down on my knees. Believe I'm never gonna beg a feed. I never say never, but I guarantee. Gather my strength, going hard in the paint. Paint you a pictures, put on display. I'm in the get, they don't give, then I take. Can't take me down, yeah. I'm coming home now. I'm coming home.
Hey Willow, how'd practice go today?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Go for it.
Alrighty. First off, we're gonna give you an easy one. What song are you currently addicted to?
Nothing Crazy by Megan Maroney.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Megan's the best. Alright, next up, what's the best gift that you've ever received?
My boyfriend gave me
Sometimes you give people the eyeball test when it's the first time you meet them, and my first thought was like, oh, she looks like she can kick the crap out of a football is kind of the move on it.
Welcome to IG Field here in Winnipeg. This is a massive game for both of these teams.
Leading up to the game, I was getting pretty nervous.
Maya Turner, the first female to play in a U Sports game.
I just had to perform well. I was representing women in football.
Viewers, we are about to witness history.
I wanted this just to be business as usual, but I knew it wasn't. You could just feel it in the whole stadium.
Maya Turner is coming in for a field goal.
I don't think anybody overlooked what the moment was. That kicker that's going on there is a girl.
Snap is good. The hold is good. Maya Turner has...
Maya practiced but did not play during her first season in 2022, but won the competition for the first string job partway through her second season.
September 23rd against University of Regina was a huge game for us. It was a must-win game for us, literally.
I just wanted to go kick, you know, I felt like I was ready.
Viewers, we are about to witness history.
You could feel it on our bench. I mean, it was just focus.
Maya Turner is coming in for a field goal. Snap is good. The hold is good. Maya Turner has just made history.
Despite the moment, the game was far from over. Went into double overtime, tied at 24.
I kind of started to realize that this game might come down to me.
It was almost at a point where we needed somebody to step up and just call a game.
It's Maya Turner into this football game.
I need to make this a don't we lose.
I just remember, go win us this game. You're our kicker. Hit it.
Can she go 2 for 2? No doubt about it. Maya Turner. The Manitoba Bisons win 27-24. Maya Turner, take a bow, young woman.
I told her how proud I was of her, and I said, yeah, I'm going to get choked up here. She went out there and friggin' nailed it and kicked the game-winning field goal.
Maya remained the Bison's first-string kicker the rest of the season, becoming one of the most accurate at her position in all of U Sports, and in the process showed everyone she belongs.
You give me 55 Maya Turners and I'll give you a championship in whatever sport you're on.
She demanded respect. You know, in a football locker room, you can be liked, it's easy to be liked, but to be respected is something else, and she earned that respect fast.
She's the real deal. This wasn't about giving somebody some token opportunity. This was about performance. This was about results.
When I found football, like, it really motivated me. It was something that I genuinely loved to do, and it was something to work at. Something I would have never thought possible. Wow, like, I'm a football player.
Calgary Dinosaurs.
The second inductee into the team category for the University of Calgary Dinos Hall of Fame is the first one to bring the Vanier Cup to Calgary, the 1983 Dinos football team. The Dinos won their third Canada West Championship that season with a record of 6-2 and beat the UBC Thunderbirds 21-12 to win the Hardy Cup. Led by that season's Heck Crichton Trophy winner and Hall of Famer Greg Vavra, the Dinos met the Queen's Golden Gales in the Vanier Cup.
2,823 yards gained passing. He completed.
In a memorable contest at Varsity Stadium in Toronto, Vavra was at the controls and handled the kicking duties as well. The result was in doubt until the late stages when Vavra found Mike Soroyska for the game-winning touchdown, and the end zone celebration that followed is etched in Vanier Cup lore.
We had won our prior 5 games leading up to it, and we knew that if we played well, both on offense, defense, and special teams, we'd be tough to handle. And Queens had a very good team at the time. They had one injury that was particularly impactful on the game. A guy named, fellow named Michael, I think it was Michael Shad, was a dominant middle linebacker, was hurt in the prior week and didn't play. And I think that gave us a lot of confidence, knowing that we could go up against anybody in the country, and if we were at our best, we were going to be tough to handle.
Tim Petros was named Game MVP as the Dinos hoisted the Vanier Cup for the first time with a 31-21 win.
The Vanier Cup was, for all of us, sort of the pinnacle of our college career to that point in time. And it was at Old Varsity Stadium in Toronto. The weather wasn't great, the field wasn't great, and it just was, that was an afterthought. It didn't impact us because we were so prepared and determined to put in a good showing. The actual game itself started very well for us. First half, I think we were up 17-3. And then it started to slowly slide away, and I think with 10 minutes to go in the game, Queens took the lead 21-20, so we had to figure out whether we were going to roll over or whether we were going to stand and fight. And to a man, both offensively and defensively, we took a stand and were able to score some points late in the game and came out in what was, I think, a closer game than it should have been.
Vavra, who still holds multiple Dinos records, had a great season, but he also had plenty of help. Tony Spolatini was named Canada West Rookie of the Year that season, while Dave Fordyce was the Conference Lineman of the Year. Vavra, Fordyce, and Wade Buteau were named first-team All-Canadians, and the team included 7 Canada West All-Stars.
Our offensive line was sprinkled with some incredible personalities, from Cam Hodgson to Dave Fordyce, Tom Spolatini, Craig Steele, Darren Olson. All have become very good friends and for the most part stayed in touch. The 6 skill position players on offense, from Tim Petros to Tony Spolatini, Ken Zarka, Randy Guy, Mike Shiroska, Josh Borger, we've all stayed in touch and are very good friends to this day, and that was 32 years ago. So I think that's a testament to the quality of people that we had on that team. And then defensively, they had a very cohesive group, from Jamie Armstead to Wade Buteau, John Harvey, Colin Sheedy, Brian McCauley, and I've missed some. However, when you win at the highest level, you find that you stay in touch with the guys and you build a relationship that lasts a lifetime, and it certainly has for that team.
The team continues to contribute to the Dinos as the Corps created the Fifth Quarter Association, which provides funding, support, mentorship, scholarships, and other contributions to the program. It was kickstarted by head coach and Hall of Famer Peter Cannellan.
It's nice to be recognized for something you did that long ago, and we had a great group of characters on that team, and I'm proud of everybody from the coaching staff, Randy Berg, Peter Cannellan, Curly Coleman, Cam Innes. We just had a great group from top to bottom, and to be honest with you, we're rebuilding that now at the university football program. So I'm excited for the group that's here. I'm excited for the group that's going into the Hall of Fame, and if I had to sum it up, it's a little bit of pride and a lot of humility.
Hi, my name is Danica LaBelle. I'm on the wrestling and the rugby team. I'm in my 2nd year, and I'm Korean Sumeiti. My family's from northern Saskatchewan, which is on Treaty 6 territory. So I think that reconciliation is, at this point in time, mostly about learning the truth and about the truth aspect of it, where people need to understand what really happened and how it impacted and is still going to impact Indigenous people for many years to come. And also learn about how people can help and be an ally in this journey towards reconciliation. I think sports is something that is now helping provide opportunities and provide for Indigenous youth especially. It's something that can help get kids into university, kind of give them that boost to try and go to university. So really acknowledging that sports can give people the opportunities, especially Indigenous youth, that they wouldn't necessarily have without it. And universities helping to engage more Indigenous youth in these programs such as Junior Dinos, different sports with that, just making sure that Indigenous communities are also aware of that and bringing more kids in through that. I think that just making sure that people know that there are always pathways for Indigenous kids specifically, because there might be some boundaries around education for Indigenous kids, and the education on reserves and stuff might not be as good as what we would get in the city. So knowing that there are pathways and people who will help Indigenous kids get into university, and that there are opportunities and stuff once you get to university for Indigenous kids specifically. Having sports teams where it can be all Indigenous kids will help not only promote sports, but also the cultural aspect of it and the community aspect of it, where it's Indigenous communities are very close communities, and even leaving to go to university is a very hard thing for lots of Indigenous kids, because you're leaving a family where not just your inner family, but your community as a whole becomes your family kind of thing. But the more Indigenous kids you get, it can become more of a community, where at the University of Calgary, I know very few Indigenous people, which being able to boost that community would be really valuable for all of us, I think.
Gayleen Berry, nee Donald, thrived as a unique two-sport student athlete, starring in both field hockey and volleyball for the University of Calgary. From 1968 to 72, she established herself as one of the most decorated athletes in school history, being named University of Calgary Female Athlete of the Year in both 1970 and 1972. Berry has the unique distinction of playing and starting on 3 conference championship teams in 2 different sports over a span of 3 years. The calendar year of 1970 was truly one to remember for Berry and her teammates. In the spring, she was captain of the Western Intercollegiate Athletic Association championship-winning volleyball team. The team went on to make history by becoming the first Calgary team to win a national championship, while also representing Canada at the World University Games in Torino, Italy. Berry would add a second conference championship in the same calendar year by leading Calgary's field hockey team to a conference title of their own. In her final year as a varsity athlete during the 1971-72 term, Berry once again thrived playing both sports. In field hockey, she was a member of the Alberta provincial team and earned all-star honors at the Field Hockey National Championships. On the volleyball court, she helped the Dinos capture another conference championship. Berry would go on to play for the National Women's Field Hockey Team from 1972 through 1977, including competing for Canada at the 1975 World Championships. She was inducted into the Dinos Hall of Fame in 2004.
Do you want free Dinos tickets? Are you a UCalgary student? Then head on over and secure your seats online at godinos.com/tickets. Find the Dinos home event you wish to attend on Show Pass. Add a UCalgary student ticket to your cart. During checkout, click Enter Promo, Discount, or Credit Code and type in your UCID. Then claim your ticket for $0. So head to godinos.com/tickets and score big with free Dinos tickets.
We are back inside Father David Bauer Arena here in Calgary, Alberta. You're watching Canada West Men's Hockey here on Canada West TV. Riley Pollock and Max Thurley with you here in the broadcast booth. Max, a scoreless first period, but an eventful first period as well, especially if you're a fan of the Dinos. They probably had 4 or 5 high-danger scoring opportunities in that first.
Absolutely, very eventful. 27 shots between the two teams, and the Dinos really carrying the mail in the second half of that first period, outchancing, like you said, the Huskies. I'd say probably about 5-2 from a quality standpoint, and Roddy Ross just looks terrific tonight for the Huskies. He stopped all 17 shots he faced in the first period.
Yeah, he's looked very good. As we look across the rest of the Canada West this evening, Manitoba and Alberta squaring off. They're 1-1 after the first period of play. Down the Crowchild right now. Mount Royal trails UBC 1-0 after 20 minutes. And in Regina tonight, it's McEwen and the Cougars 1-1 just starting the second period of play. And that's already a big matchup. As we mentioned, those two teams in the same division. Only 3 teams out of the 5 make the playoffs. And those two might be battling with each other and Manitoba for that final playoff spot.
Absolutely. We just learned in the intermission that with the new division setup, looking back on the west side where Calgary is, we will play these teams 6 times this season. So the Dinos will play Trinity Western, UBC, and Mount Royal 6 times, and they will play the other teams twice only. So it's quite a heavy tip scale towards the west side of the division, which, 6 games against Mount Royal, we'll take it.
Yeah.
That's as exciting as it gets from a Dinos perspective. But
they don't play a boring game against each
no,
other. So.
absolutely not. But certainly interesting to see how it shapes out this season with the new division format.
So to get back underway here for period number 2 is the Huskies in white and green working left to right. The Dinos in their brand new red jerseys with the yellow, white, and black trim this year.
What do you think,
right
Riley?
To left. I do like that the name bars aren't black name bars with lettering on them anymore.
Yes.
But I don't know where the black trim really fits in.
That's a good question. We'll let Lance McKenzie answer that when he stops by at the start of this third period. He's not going to.
No,
but
he would never talk to us. Second period underway here. The Dinos controlling the offensive zone. Now the Huskies flip it out to center ice. Glove down by Galloway, now worked up to Patterson, who loses it in his skates. And the two teams just joust back and forth at center ice for a second. Now it's flipped into the Dino zone and chipped ahead to Sador. Patterson into the offensive zone, flips it ahead. Gengenbach finds it in the corner, backdoor pass. I think it was Ross getting a stick on that to break up the centering opportunity. Sador cycles it down low. Gutenberg fresh off the bench. Tries to cycle it down low. That hit a body and bounces all the way down the ice. You're going to say no icing on the play as King gets back on it, and he'll play it D to Horning. Nice flip play into the middle. Gutenberg over the blue line, passes it off. Kidd, backdoor feed, and that deflection, I'm not sure ever got to the net. Kidd now looking for a lane, loses the puck trying to handle it. Now Galvis in the corner, battles it out, and a possible break here for Hayes. Hayes looks to the trailer, a shot. That one sails wide. Now back the other way come the Dinos. Possible numbers here. It's Kidd up the far side. Pass into the middle for Poole is intercepted as the two teams go back and forth. Anderson stops the puck there. The Huskies have to touch up for a delayed offside. They'll just dump it in. Gutenberg spins it forward to Massier. Massier, drop play there to Whitting. Whitting into the middle, a shot, and Ross there again to make the save. And he'll hang on to the rebound for a whistle as Roddy Ross picks up right where he left off in the first.
Just terrific lateral movement there by Ross. Is a great setup there, a 1-T for Gricius, and he blasted on goal. But Ross, again, top of the crease in transition. And Massier, he did a nice job there to net drive, looking for the rebound. But again, Ross, who stopped everything so far tonight. That's impressive rebound control with a hot shot coming at him.
Offensive zone draw win for the Dinos, and that just hit off the shoulder of Ross there as Whitting with a seeing eye shot. Dinos have it at their blue line. Now a bobbled puck there, a shot, they score. Oh, that hit the crossbar and bounced out. I thought that went bar down.
Almost got all the letters out there, but not quite, Riley. They scope.
I saw it go over the shoulder of Tedechuk. I believe it was Peltier with the shot. And the puck came straight back out. I thought it went right down behind Tedechuk. Gricius, cross corner dump. Had a little too much on it and bounces all the way back out to center ice. Horning ahead. No icing on the play. Moline looking for it. Now it's taken away. Barros plays it D to D, cross ice, but that's fired all the way down the ice, and it'll be icing here on the Huskies. Sorry to get Huskies fans' hopes up there on that crossbar shot.
Yeah, I'll see if we can get another look at it here. It's a quick shot, and yeah, square off the crossbar, nearly the joint between the post and the crossbar. So,
and it didn't land until about the ringette line.
No, it was a close shot. Both teams having some great looks here in the first 3 minutes.
Dinos win another draw. Galloway has it at the line. A shot over the net. Moline keeps it in at the blue line. Protecting the puck. Spinning away. Pass out front. A shot does come there. As Hammett getting the shot away. He's taken shifts at D and forward so far, but I would suggest more forward than defense.
Absolutely, as he's back to touch the puck. And good pressure from the Dinos here the first 3.5 minutes, controlling the play.
We've attempted to keep track of face-offs before, and it never works out, but I would suggest that the Dinos decidedly winning that so far.
Yes, absolutely. They win another one there.
King has it along the line. Pass into the middle, hits a stick. Now Sador gets it down low to Patterson. Patterson protecting the puck with his large frame. Now it's taken away and flipped out to center ice. Anderson settling a bouncing puck. King has it. Now that pass through the middle, intercepted. Penner with speed takes a shot. Tedechuk makes the save. A long rebound there, batted out of the air, but that one's pushed wide. Gengenbach takes a bump as The puck floated in on Ross. Pardon me, that was Noah King. He'll go for a change. Now Horning behind the net. Intercepted by the Huskies. Horning battling for it now in the corner. Nice bumper play there from Gutenberg. Dodges a check well on the way too. Now it's Gangenbach the other way. Spinning, tried the drop pass. His stick got tied up and Gutenberg can't handle the centering pass. Now a possible break here for the Huskies. In on goal. Shot, and that one missed over the high glove. As it was Petruick in on Tedachuk. Prefontaine into the middle for Holt. He dumps it to the corner. Back to the line, off the ref. Settled down, a save made there from Tedachuk. Rebound loose in the slot for a second. Now played into the corner. Wong loses it in his skates. Petruick gets to it. The Huskies continue to control. Wong now looking for a lane. He'll circle behind the net. Petruick loses it in his skates. Played high up the dasher, and Wittink will meet it and alleviate a little bit of the pressure here. Dumped down the ice. That hit a Husky stick, though, so no icing on the play. Gavlis flips it ahead. Now at their own blue line, the Huskies work it to center. Holt dumps the puck in. He'll go for a change. Now lead feed here. Poole with a nice move. Loses the puck, bouncing in the high slot. A shot just flutters over the glove of Ross. Massier looking for the puck. He's wrapped up. Now works it out. Chips it down low for Joseph. Joseph behind the net. Grecius walking out, and Joseph tried to bat that one out of the air, but it goes to the near half wall. Now Grecius will flip it into the netting, and we'll get a whistle here. With 13:46 to go in the second period, shots 20-12 in favor of the Dinos, and they'll get another offensive zone draw.
Massier getting into it a little bit here with Moscavio. They separate. We'll both go for a change. It's more Dinos pressure there as Joseph with a good stab out of the air, trying to knock down a centering pass from Gricius, but couldn't get it on goal. Both teams make some changes.
Linesman getting upset with the wingers for moving too quickly. Dinos win another face-off. Moline on the puck. He's run into the wall, loses it. And back the other way comes Pelche. Centering pass, a shot, they score! Great breakout there from the Huskies, and it's Raphael Pelche who fires it glove side, and it's 1-0 Saskatchewan with 13:34 to go in the second.
Yeah, you said it, Riley. The Huskies win a puck battle in the defensive zone and move the puck up the ice, and it's a great feed by Ethan Renier to set up Pelche, and he just drops to a knee and rifles a shot. You'll see the play here by Renier doing a nice job there, just finds a seam across the ice, and Pelche rips it past Tedachuk. 1-0 for the visitors.
13th shot of the game for the Huskies is the first goal of the game. Renier dumps it in again. Anderson on the puck, plays it forward, but kept in by the Huskies at the line. Gangenbach leaves it for Anderson. Deflected into the offensive zone by Patterson. Played to the line, not out as Galloway cycles it down low. Gangenbach back to the line. Anderson walks the line, shoots, scores! Dylan Anderson from the point finds the back of the net. They're collecting the puck. I think Sador might have got a piece, and it's 1-1 with 12:59 to go in the second.
Yeah, it certainly looked like there was a deflection at the end, but Riley, that's exactly how you answer after giving up the first goal, is Anderson swiveling into the middle, and right there, Sador right in front of the net, but he pointed at his teammate in Anderson.
I think that went off Sador. We'll see what the scoring play is announced here, as we have a 1-1 hockey game, so no goals through the first 26 minutes or
26,
so.
27, yeah.
Icing here on the Dinos.
Yeah, judging by his reaction, not 100% sure if Dylan Sador touched that. But regardless, the Dinos will take it, as they are giving it to Dylan Anderson for now. That'll be his first of the season. Rafael Pelche, that was his second of the early stages of this season at the 6:26 mark.
In-house, they've given it to Sador, and now they've taken it off of the live scoring, so maybe a scoring change coming. We might have a first Canada West goal here for Dylan Sador.
Yeah, they grabbed the puck for a second, and then Gengenbach dropped it on the way to the celebration line, so who knows?
They have given it to Anderson again on the official live scoring. Either way, the Dinos tie it up shortly after, so 35 seconds after the Huskies took the 1-0 lead. Moline now into the offensive zone, takes a huge hit along the wall, but gets the puck in. The Huskies take it away and work it out to center ice. That one off a body and in behind Tedachuk. Horning gets it forward, Moline into the middle. Bauer kicks it around the defense. We'll throw a check there behind the net. He's in hard on the forecheck, and it causes a turnover here. Kidd plays it down low. He takes a bump. Poole looking for the puck. A bounce comes to the blue line, not out as Gutenberg keeps it in. Down low, Poole. Another penalty coming to the Huskies here. Gutenberg along the wall. Extra attacker gets out. Whitting down low. Now behind the goal line, played back out to the line. Gutenberg drops it, Whitting. Whitting. Near side, a shot bounces out in front and just cleared away by the Huskies at the last second. And we're gonna get 2 penalties here, I think, for lipping off to the referee.
I think so. I think Ben Tkachuk is going to be getting another penalty here. Well, the second penalty, as you said, Riley. So we'll see how they're going to sort this one out, but
I think he got a 10, so
yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
He got the original 2 and the 10. He can't start serving the 10 until the 2 starts. So someone from the bench will have to go into the box, and Tkachuk will go sit in the dressing room for the next 11:42.
That's right. So Cade Hayes draws the short straw, so he will serve the 2 minutes for Ben Tkachuk. Not sure, Riley, what the original penalty was.
A slash, I believe.
So the Dinos will go to their 3rd power play of the evening. They're 0 for 2 chances in the first period.
This first unit looked good, though, in those first 2 opportunities. Kidd has it on this near side, now Whitting. Walking in, shoots, he scores! Zach Whitting finds the net on the power play. The Dinos have their first lead of the night. It's 2-1 with 11.5 to go in the second.
Looking good indeed, Riley. You called it, and the Dinos win the face-off. That's step number 1, and they just move the puck around the top, and Whitting, with a great job, waits to find a bit of a lane opening up as the 2 Huskies nearly ran into one another. Right here, Whitting picks it up, finds a quick lane, and boom, Ross was going the other way, and Whitting spots an opening on the far side of the net. The Dinos take their first lead of this hockey game.
I don't know if Patterson's going to get an assist, but he basically completely blocked out any vision from Roddy Ross there on the shot. As Max Patterson, that's his spot on the power play. He stands in front of the goaltender until something good happens, and it did there. And another chance here for the Dinos. It's Massier working it. He shoots and just misses far glove side. Bouncing puck now over Anderson's stick. Chance for the Huskies back the other way. That pass in behind the intended target. And it'll be flipped back into the Huskies zone. And now Holt collects and plays it forward. Truick drops it off. Now he circles back to the line. A shot that hit a body in front and missed wide. I think it might have been a little friendly fire there in front of the net. Now Grishis battling forward in the corner. Anderson meets it behind the goal. His pass intercepted. Bayros tries a shot. That one blocked by Hammett. dumped back in.
So they are giving the goal to Whitting, his first of the season. Sorry, Riley.
No worries, that centering pass off a stick, bounces high. So 2 defensemen on the score sheet in the goal category for the Dinos as the Huskies work it out. A shot, and we're gonna get a penalty here. Who's it? I think it's gonna go against the Dinos. Noah King looks to be the guilty party.
As Tedachuk was on his backside in the net when the whistle was blown. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty. That would explain why Tedachuk was down. So this will be the Dinos' first test on the PK against this Huskies team. Should mention Adam Kidd and Colson Gengenbach picking up the other 2 assists on the go-ahead winning goal.
Dinos come into this one identical penalty killing percentages with Saskatchewan at the top, 90.5 in the first weekend. The Huskies will go down a little bit now from that power play goal, but Saskatchewan 57.1% on the power play against Regina, 4 for 7 with the man advantage.
Sheesh.
Petruic drops it off. Now Wong has it. Wong walking in, had to circle back. It's near side. Osquiavo tries a shot. That one deflected and fired out to the neutral zone. And the Huskies will collect here. 30 seconds gone on their first man advantage. Kozer enters the zone. Wong with a dangerous cross-ice sauce pass there. Now a shot and a save made Tedachuk as he comes cross-ice and hangs on.
Good read there by Tedachuk. Is a really dangerous play by Trevor Wong, but it works out and the Huskies go to work. And Tedachuk, he stays in his crease a little bit, moves across nicely. He picked it up a little bit late, but he was deep in his crease, so he covered some more net and made a nice save in the process.
9.5 remains in the second period. 1:20 remains on this power play for the Huskies. The Dinos 2-1 lead on 3 quick goals here in the second. As Patterson collects the puck in the neutral zone and will skate into his own zone. Now we'll drop it back to Anderson, who fires it all the way down the ice. In on Ross, a bouncer there. He had to be careful and makes the blocker save.
Hey, Riley, you said it. 3 goals between these 2 teams in 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Lead feed here for the Huskies. Wong chips it down low. Now he gets it again at the blue line. Wong cycles. Bumper pass into the middle. Now back to the blue line. Fakes the shot. That hit the skate of Petruic. And gets back to Osquiavo. Now down low. Bumper pass there. And that one missed wide. And comes back out to center ice with 30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Wong plays it forward. Now Galloway back on it. He'll tie it up along the wall. Bouncing puck played there to the line, not out. Joseph battles for it along the wall. Now it's Anderson in the corner. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Huskies get control of the puck, but now we're back to 5-on-5. Shot from the point. Tedachuk makes the kick save. Plays the rebound into the corner. Hiller stops up, takes a shot. That hit a body and goes into the netting. Out of play here as the Dinos kill their first power play of the home opener. Or penalty kill, pardon me, as we hit the media timeout. Here in period number 2, the Dinos lead 2-1 with 7:54 remaining in the second period, as we're going to take a look at the Dinos' 3 stars of the week.
Whoa, look
presented
at that.
by OEB Breakfast Co. And we know that guy.
We do know that guy, Colson Gengenbach, the first star of the week after 5 points, if I have that correct.
Yeah, 3 and 2.
3 and 2. A terrific weekend for him. Gianmarco Plesnik from men's soccer, and Vince Triambari, thank you.
You're
Riley,
welcome.
the football guy. Nice kicker.
Yeah, game-winning field goal over the U of R Rams. Different name.
Different name.
Than every other sports team they have.
Make it make sense.
As we look at the U Sports Top 10, the first edition of the season, and after sweeping UBC, who was rated #1 in the Canada West coaches poll coming into the year. The Dinos jump all the way up to that 4 spot, the #1 team in the Canada West right now, but 5 teams from the Canada West in that top 10 to start.
Yeah, it just speaks to the talent in this conference in Canada West, and then of course UNB's just at 1.
They'll be at 1 all season.
Yes, they will. Usually how it goes.
They like to win hockey games.
Yes.
Didn't they not lose a game last year?
I believe that's correct, yes.
As we're back underway after the media timeout. That pass misses the intended target. We'll get icing on the play as Hammett didn't like that one. But no contact made on the lead feed, so we'll get another defensive zone draw here for Calgary. Face off to Tedachuk's left. He stopped 13 of 14 so far in this one. Draw 1 there by the Dinos as the stick of the center Penner breaks. Now Moline into the offensive zone. He'll leave it there for Whitting. Moline stops up on the backhand, looking for an outlet. Now he'll swing it down low for Hammett. Huskies get to the puck and flip it out. And icing will be the call here, much to the chagrin of the Huskies bench, who thought that it maybe caught a piece of a Dino.
Kind of looked like it touched something, but it's too late now. It's icing against the Huskies, so the Dinos will look to draw something up as Gutenberg will take the face-off, flanked by Poole and Kidd.
Penner with a bit of a spear there on Logan Hammett as he was skating to the bench as we awaited the face-off. We'll see if things heat up a little bit between these two teams. It has gotten feisty in the past between these two.
Oh, it'll happen.
As a pass into the middle, Kidd shoots and just missed over the net. Now it's Penner the other way. Chipped into the offensive zone by the Huskies. Kidd and King back on it. King takes a bump but makes the play forward. Bouncing puck again through center here as King will collect it and dump it in. Now Gutenberg in on the forecheck, runs into his man, but the Huskies are able to clear. Holt now with speed into the offensive zone. Holt shoots, and that one off the outside of the net. Holt collects again. He's knocked to the ice there by Horning. Joseph now spins behind his own goal, and Horning will spin back, trying to find some space.
Dawson Holt laboring a little bit, heading to the Huskies bench. We'll keep an eye on him.
Played a space there for Gricius. Horning skates onto it and shoots that one off a stick and wide. Massier meets it at this near side and will swing it back the other way. Truick, the only player over there. Now lead feed. Boschgiavo chips it into the corner. Now that pass off the mark. It's a little scrambly here in the neutral zone. Now the Dinos collect and get it over to Patterson. Patterson stops up. Gricius takes a shot. That Hiller gets a stick in the lane there and knocks it away. Gricius right back in. Floater into the corner. He'll go for a change as Patterson's on it. Puck tied up behind the goal line there on the far side. Patterson tries to chip it forward. It's intercepted by the Huskies and they work out the other way. Boschgiavo at the end of his shift will just dump the puck in and go for a change. That bank pass makes it onto the stick of Kozer. Under 5 to go here in the second. The Dinos lead 2-1 on goals by Dylan Anderson and Zach Whitting. Hammett dodges a check, passes it off to Whitting. He'll enter the zone. Zach Whitting, the most recent goal scorer on the power play, swings it around the wall. Battle for it on this near half wall. Gengenbach will go find it in the corner. Pass out in front. And that one just rolled off the stick of Howard. Whitting will activate from the blue line now. Zach Whitting stops up. Looks for an outlet out in front and Not getting much of that shot there was Hammond, who had a golden opportunity. Lead pass there. Now Gutenberg settles it down nicely, tries to make a move, loses the puck. Now he gets it again. Shot, and we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be a slash. And I think it's going to go to number 38, Adam Kidd here. Oh no, Gutenberg will pick up the penalty. And it'll be power play number 2 of the evening for the Huskies. They're 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, the slash there from Gutenberg freed up the puck for Kidd, who then dropped it back to Gutenberg just in time for the whistle to blow right there, right before Kidd picked up the puck. And so the Huskies 0 for 1, getting their second power play here the second period. 4 minutes to go here in the second round.
Shots just 6-4 here in period number 2 after we had 27 total in the first, as teams maybe tightening up a little bit defensively. I don't think either coach plans to have as run and gun of a period as that first one was, but there's been 3 goals in the second and 0 in the first.
Yes.
Dinos start the kill nicely. It bounces out for Joseph. Foot race for it. Jaden Joseph gets it swatted away at the last second. Good back check there from Boschkiavo. Now he takes a tumble over Joseph. Seems to be all right as he's back to his feet.
Not submarine there for a second, Riley, but no worse for wear.
Renier now into the offensive zone. Kozer flips it down below the goal line. Now back out to the point. Kozer takes a shot. That hit a stick, goes into the netting and out of play. I feel like in that end specifically, that's happened about 8 times already.
Yeah, that netting is getting a lot of work back there. As Spencer Wong, I believe, deflected that into the netting inadvertently. He will stay out there along with Ethan Renier. Renier drawing the primary and only assist on the Huskies' only goal earlier in the second period.
Scramble draw on the dot. And we're going to get a hand pass. Covering the puck penalty. I think they're going to give Jaden Joseph a penalty here for covering up the puck off that draw.
They have the door open. They're talking about it. And I think you're absolutely right, Riley. So just like that, it looked like a nothing play there on the faceoff. It looked like he fell. They're going to say he covered the puck. So suddenly the Huskies are gifted a minute 14 of 5-on-3 here to end the second.
That's not good.
All right. Screen was blue there for a second.
Yeah, old blue screen we call it.
The old blue screen. But we're back. The Huskies have a 5-on-3.
Kozer passes it off, a shot there, and Tedachuk, with not much traffic in front, makes the glove save and hangs on for another whistle here. 106 remains on the 5-on-3.
Truick, a clear lane there, but Tedachuk with a fine glove save.
Draw one by the Huskies there. Kozer passes it off. Has it again. Walking. Now dishes it. Into the middle. Tedachuk had to make a pad save there. As if that wasn't going in, Wong was open at that back post. Battle for it. Won by the Huskies again. They control. 40 seconds to go here on the 5-on-3. Truick switches places with Kozer. Now down low, Petruic gets it again. Back and forth they go. Boschkiavo passes it off, and that one blocked by King. Boschkiavo again. Petruic walks in, passes it down low. Wong on it, looking for a lane. Petruic passes, shot, and that one blocked from Patterson. Back out top, and a huge glove save. Tedachuk hangs on through traffic with 7 seconds to go on the 5-on-3.
Terrific work from the Dinos. PK there is just eating pucks where the 3 players on the ice. Patterson with a great block there. They set it up again, and a great glove save for Tedachuk. He didn't react too much on the first rebound chance and made a nice glove save to kill the play. As we'll get a second face-off attempt here, Riley, but great work from the Dinos on the 5-on-3.
Dinos win the face-off, batted out. That should do it for the 5-on-3. And now it'll be 47 seconds of 5-on-4 time here for the Huskies. They ring that puck around. Gutenberg in on his man, and the Dinos are able to clear it all the way down, right in on Roddy Ross. He leaves it behind the net for Jordan. Cole Jordan winds it up, 30 seconds to go on the power play. Huskies enter the zone, now drop pass here. Jordan gets it again. Jordan into that bumper spot, gets it. Pillar. Dodges Gricius, now behind the net. Pillar going for his skate, takes a lap, now back out top Jordan. Jordan tries for the deflection, and Tedachuk just got a pad to that one and keeps it out. 3 seconds to go here now. Pillar walks in again. Spins away from pressure, back to 5-on-5. Dinos kill off a lengthy 5-on-3 here, but the Huskies still control. That shot blocked. Pillar falls to the ice trying to collect the puck as we're into the final minute of period number 2, and that will go all the way down the ice for an icing call here with 52.3 remaining in the second.
Dinos bending, not breaking there on the penalty kill, so they stay perfect in that department. Huskies are still going to get a chance here at the end of the second period, but solid work by the Dinos there, just put under duress, especially during that 5-on-3, Riley, but they kept the Huskies at bay and retained the 1-goal lead.
Face-off won by the Huskies. Gavlis skates it into the corner. Now it's taken away by the Dinos. And had a chance for a 2-on-1 there, but the pass bounced off the stick of Whitting. Now back the other way come the Huskies, and that shot just missed wide on the glove side. Gavlis keeps it in. That's skated down by Horning, who bats it all the way down the ice. And they're going to say no icing here with 27 seconds remaining in the second. Gavlis gets the puck forward. Pass into the middle and a huge save. Tedachuk point blank. And now a bouncing puck in the slot, still loose as they battle for it. And finally, Carl Tedachuk gets to it, but what a reactionary save there to keep it a 2-1 game.
Yeah, huge reactionary cross-crease save with the glove, and a smart play by the Huskies immediately after the chance here. We'll see it right out in front of the net. Gavlis with a good setup right there. What a save, and Penner immediately hooked it back towards the pile, and no clue, Riley, how that puck didn't end up in, as Tedachuk was turned around the other way, but I think he was able to locate the puck on his pad, and then it was a free-for-all in the crease.
3 Dinos down in the crease. Luckily, none of them covered up that puck, as that would have been a penalty shot.
Yes.
The ref was right in there, though. He was making sure that puck was covered by Tedachuk before he blew that whistle. 6.3 remains here. Another offensive zone draw for the Huskies. Face-off won by the Dinos. In behind the net, and Anderson will just tie it up along the wall there, and that will do it for period number 2. And there's a little rough stuff from Galloway as the period comes to an end. But nonetheless, we had 3 goals in that second period in quick succession. And we will head into the third period, 2-1 Dinos, Max.
That's right, and the special teams playing a part in the scoring in the second period as the Dinos go-ahead goal, courtesy of Zach Whitting, coming on the power play as both teams crack the egg there. As temper's boiling a little bit heading into
Joseph
the
was
second.
Just having a little conversation on his way
just
to the dressing room.
It's been known to throw some trash talk out there, but apparently he's pretty good at it. Regardless, the Dinos are up 2-1 after 40 minutes, Riley.
We'll be back with the out-of-town scoreboard and the scoring summary from that second period in about 15 minutes' time. For Max Sturley, I'm Riley Pollock. You are watching Canada West Men's Hockey here on Canada West TV.
Hey, Willow. How'd
Hey.
practice go today?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Go for it.
Alrighty. First off, we're going to give you an easy one. What song are you currently addicted to?
Nothing Crazy by Megan Maroney.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Megan's the best. All right, next up, what's the best gift that you've ever received?
My boyfriend gave me a stovetop espresso maker, and I use it every single morning.
Oh my God, that's actually adorable. I love that. Speaking of mornings, when you wake up, do you wake up to your first alarm or do you tend to snooze it?
I always wake up to the first one, but I always have a second one set just in case.
Oh, so you're always prepared. All right, nice. Speaking of always being prepared, when you're on a plane, window seat or aisle seat?
Window. I like to look out the window or have somewhere to rest my head.
I love that. See the mountains, absolutely gorgeous, right? What's the most random fact you know?
In the human body, your teeth are the only thing that can't repair themselves.
That's actually insane. I didn't know that. Next up, what is your favorite restaurant of all time in Calgary?
Ooh, Pacific Poke in Marta Loop.
Ooh, sounds delicious.
It is.
Also on Calgary, do you prefer summers here or winters?
Can I say neither? I kind of like fall or spring. I don't like being too hot or too cold.
Honestly, that's fair. We love a good happy medium. Where do you like to go most when you're not in school, you know?
My bed.
I love that. Me too, honestly. Next up, what is your favorite sports team besides the Dinos?
The University of Louisiana Monroe football team.
All right, very specific. Love it. What is the most underrated part about Calgary?
Ooh, we have a lot of really good ice cream here, like made by Marcus Village.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what are you currently studying in school?
I'm a sociology major.
Nice. Speaking of school, what's your favorite class and why?
My favorite class I've ever taken was the sociology of gender. I just thought it was so interesting.
That really does sound like so cool. Speaking of studying, what's the best place on campus to study?
6th floor TFDL. It's completely quiet and you have a great view of campus.
That's where I go every time, like really underrated. What's your favorite other Dinos team to watch?
Wrestling or football.
All right. And would you ever volunteer to be Rex?
No.
No?
I hate being hot and I just know I'd get so sweaty in that costume.
That's so fair. Next up, we're gonna get some tooth questions, all right?
Yeah.
Do you brush left to right or right to left?
Left to right for sure.
Love it. When was your last trip to the dentist?
Actually last Thursday.
Nice. And what color is your toothbrush?
Purple.
Oh, she's always prepared. We love it. Now, how often do you floss?
Ooh, not as often as my dentist would like, but probably more than most people.
That's fair enough. And lastly, what is something that makes you smile?
Simon Chi!
All right, we love it. Thank you so much for talking to us today. Have a good one.
Very good, Willow. Go Willow!
Woo! There you go.
Do you want free Dinos tickets? Are you a UCalgary student? Then head on over and secure your seats online at godinos.com/tickets. Find the Dinos home event you wish to attend on Show Pass. Add a UCalgary student ticket to your cart. During checkout, click Enter Promo, Discount, or Credit Code and type in your UCID. Then claim your ticket for $0. So head to godinos.com/tickets and score big with free Dinos tickets.
It was a typical morning for our old pal Rex, sipping his coffee and giving the headlines a check. Hang on, what's this? We're top 5, it's true. Rex was thrilled and he knew just what to do. Research, how cool. Rex hadn't tried that before. He went to see his friend William Gallagher.
Hey Rex.
Who could help him explore.
You better hold on to your tail. We have a huge day of research planned for you. And you're going to need these too. Our researchers are doing incredible things to change the world. I can't wait to hear how it goes.
Rex Rex is all suited up, looking fresh in his coat. Time to get down to business. Rex, you gotta go. First, a stop at the library because Rex has a hunch that research starts with a question, so he's coming up with a bunch. Next, it's off to meet Morris Scantlebury. He'll show Rex the ropes of how research can help people who need it the most.
Hey Rex, do you know why I love research? It's because I love helping babies. In our lab, we're trying to find ways to prevent seizures in babies. Isn't that great?
Microscopes, beakers, and pipettes, oh my! Rex was amazed by all the things they were helping him try. Now Castian and Jen are here to help Rex succeed. Jen shows Rex how to gather the wastewater samples that they need. Rex is learning how researchers can work with communities to keep citizens safe and healthy and turn problems into opportunities. Get moving, Rex. You've got places to be. Off to see Penny Pexman.
Rex, you made it!
Who studies how kids learn and read.
So Rex, in the language processing lab, we study how language is understood by kids and by grown-ups, and sometimes that means playing games with kids so we can figure out what they understand. Was Sally being mean or nice? Interesting. When kids help us in the lab, we give them a t-shirt to say thank you. I hope it fits. See you later, Rex.
Rex is having quite a day, but it's not over yet. It's off to the Human Performance Laboratory where he's going to work up a sweat.
Normally this is a Human Performance Laboratory, but today it's the Rex Performance Laboratory.
The technology the students use is incredibly cool. Rex can definitely see why this is North America's #1 sports science school. Wake up, Rex! Keep your eye on the clock. It's time for Adam Bell to show you why research rocks.
Hey Rex, come on in. All right Rex, so I'm researching how to make music more accessible for people with disabilities. You want to make some music? Let's play the drums.
Our hero returns so delighted, so smart.
You're back. How did it go?
It was an incredible day right from the start.
Wow. It looks like you did a lot of research in a day. There's lots more where this came from. You want to do it again tomorrow?
Rex, you're our newest researcher, and what a debut. You've inspired us all to start something new.
The future is not about where we're going, but it's about what we leave behind. So I like to leave behind a network of individuals, many of them alumni, that can go and make the world a better place. I try to do my part, and now I expect our alumni will want to step up and do their part. So Giving Day is very important. One is because here's a day, there's a target, going to give some time, let's give on this day, but there's also the matching part. And so many people say, gee, if I put my money in and get it matched, that's pretty good. That's what we're doing. We're building an ecosystem of like-minded people, want to make a difference in the world, but don't know other people, particularly Huskies grads, but also other university grads, get them together, let them work together, and come back and be strong alumni.
Dr. Bob shows innovation, and he's kind of helped me pursue that innovative side of things. He helped me explore sort of the realm of what makes an engineer exist outside of just their math. I've taken part in about 15 competitions. They have spanned from medtech to software, a little bit of business, a little bit of environmental, So I think the one that I like the most is Innovation for Health and Neuronexus, same company. In those projects, we designed an ECG headset for disabled children to access digital technologies. We've also designed healthcare systems for third world developing countries. Dr. Bob has helped me more in the latter years, so doing sort of more of the business competitions, the innovation type competitions. After I graduate, I'm hoping that the impacts that I've started here I can kind of carry through, or at least do something in similar magnitude, hoping I can go on to sort of touch people and touch communities and change in the way that I have been under these funds. If that lets me either fund another student or take them under the wing, or whatever that opportunity is, it's great for me, for them, for the community. There's really no loser there.
We're the business of business is making the world a better place. That's what we're trying to do. So if I can make a difference, or other people make a difference in the world, and they can give and help other people make a difference in the world, then we're going places at the University of Calgary.
Growing up, Truth and Reconciliation was not really something that we were taught in school. There wasn't a lot of Indigenous history as part of the sort of Canadian history courses that I took in elementary, junior high, and high school, even into university. So I think that this journey for me has really been enlightening in terms of helping me understand what actually did happen with Indigenous peoples in Canada, how much a part of our history it is. And I think there's so much value in understanding and learning and really coming to grips with the fact that there's a lot of really negative history that we have to deal with in our country. And I think that this is an important step in terms of, hopefully someday getting past that and really working together as, Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in Canada.
I've learned a lot about it, so it's been good for me. We obviously I grew up in Calgary, and so we spent a lot of time talking about Indigenous people in school, most grades. I remember in social studies class learning about it. But with this Truth and Reconciliation, I feel like I've had more real conversations with firsthand experiences, which there's no better learning than that. And it's not just reading the textbook and listening to a teacher, but actually having conversations where I think there's real value in that. And so it's a part of our history. It's a significant part of what Canada is and what it means to be Canadian. And so there's definitely always room to have those conversations, and it's important that we know and value those conversations.
So we've had great opportunities to be able to go to Saskatchewan and to the Blackfoot Crossing Heritage Park with our teams, with our cross-country teams, and learn about the culture, hear the stories. The museum was amazing out there. So we've really had a lot of opportunity through the Dinos program to build relationships with the Indigenous communities and learn more about the stories, hear the stories. So it was really impactful for those who attended, and we want to continue to do relationship building events like this.
I think it's just important that everyone kind of takes time on September 30th to actually think and reflect about what it means to them in particular, not just take it as kind of like a free day, but really understand and even research about where you come from, kind of what happened there specifically, and just really taking it to think about what change you're gonna make for it going forward.
Back at FDB here in Calgary, Alberta for period number 3 between the Dinos and the U of S Huskies on home opener night for the Dinos. I'm Riley Pollock with Max Sturley. And Max, an eventful first period with no goals. I would suggest maybe a slightly less eventful second period in terms of total play, but 3 goals scored. just the way she goes sometimes.
That's right. The second half of the second period, pretty quiet, but there is a 2-minute and 4-second stretch, Riley, where teams exchange 3 goals. The Dinos coming ahead in that department. They lead 2-1 after 40 minutes.
And we take a look at those goals, Max, as it was the Huskies opening the scoring at 6:26 of the second period. Raphael Peltier from Ethan Renier, Peltier's second of the season, but very quickly after, it was Dylan Anderson getting his first of the season. Colson Gangenbach and Dylan Sador with the assists. And then on the power play, their third power play of the evening, it was Zach Whitting from the point, finding some space, assists to Adam Kidd and Colson Gangenbach again, who's now up to 7 points in 2 games and 2 periods so far. Yeah, the Dinos 1 for 3 on the power play. U of S 0 for 3 so far, and they had a lengthy 5-on-3 in that second period.
Yeah, minute 14 of 5-on-3. They were not able to capitalize as Carl Tedachuk really shined in the last 5 minutes of the second period there, as he's up to 18 saves against 19 Husky shots. Meanwhile, Roddy Ross, he cooled off his shutout performance after the first period. He's still a solid 24-26 there.
As we look around the rest of the league, most of the games have kind of blown wide open. As Alberta up 4-1 after 2 periods of play on Manitoba. UBC on the road up 3-0 on the MRU Cougars, and after the Regina Cougars tied at 1-1, McEwen with 3 unanswered heading into the third period. They lead 4-1, looking for their first win of the 24-25 campaign.
That's right, and after the second period, Riley, the Dinos and Huskies each getting 9 shots on goal, so a much different tale from the first period. Both teams dialing it up defensively. The Dinos have a 1-goal lead heading into the third period here.
Little chat at the penalty box here.
There's adamant discussions between the officiating crew and one of the timekeepers. Ben Kachuk, who has taken a seat in the penalty box, is now heading towards the bench. Not sure what that's about, but we seem to have figured it all out. We're ready to go here, Riley.
Because the Dinos scored on that power play, his 10-minute misconduct started earlier because it didn't run the full 2-minute power play out. So his 10-minute misconduct is up, and he is just allowed to play hockey now.
There you go.
Now a turnover here. Patterson, backhand, and he just put it over the net. Toe drag move to the backhand from Patterson, and he couldn't find the finish as he had all the time in the world. I think he was surprised how much time he had there. Patterson on the puck again, kept in at the line by Galloway. Moeen throws a hit behind the net, and the Dinos keep the puck in. Puck chip towards the front of the net, hit a Husky body in front. They try to come back the other way, but a good stick there from Galloway to break it up. Gangenbach fresh off the bench, or pardon me, that's Gutenberg. Gangenbach in there to help him. Now it's passed off. Out in front, Gangenbach couldn't get the shot away. Nice play at the line there from the captain. Poole in the corner. Battle for it at the line. The Huskies win it, and they'll chip it into Dino territory. Bolt just plays it cross ice to an open wing as the Huskies complete a change. That pass through the middle. Massier picks it up. He's tripped up. No call coming as it gets forward to Poole. Saskatchewan over center ice. They'll dump it into the offensive zone. Stebbings in the corner, battling with Anderson. That's worked out to the blue line. Huskies keep it in. Stebbings takes a bump, flips it down behind the goal. Pillar loses the puck to Grishus. They battle right in front of the Dinos bench, and it comes out to center ice once again, where Stebbings will settle it down and then go for a change. Whitting might have got away with a trip there, but the Dinos come back the other way. Sador up there at the side of the goal. He battles for it in the corner. Prefontaine drops it off. Dinos battling for it, but that stick dislodged. And the Huskies come in. Hayes tries a shot, his stick tied up. Now it's thrown back out in front. No Husky there to finish it off, and the Dinos will collect. It's Hammett. Pass in behind Whitting, so he has to circle back. We'll flip it there for Gangenbach. Now he collects in front of his own goal. Whitting through the middle, dumps it in and goes for a change. Roddy Ross gloves that down and leaves it behind the net for Cole Jordan. Penner collects that pass, plays it behind the net. Tedachuk leaves it for Horning. Weird bounce off the glass, and now the Huskies have it at the side of the net. Spinning pass out front, that's cleared to the line. Kinneberg, D to D, now dropped there. A fluttering puck hit 3 bodies on the way to the net, but just missed wide. That played back for Kinneberg, but he's not in his usual spot, and they'll have to trace it all the way back down the ice. Lead feed here now. Penner knocked off the puck nicely there by Galloway. He's been very steady on the blue line in our first time getting eyes on him as a Dino. As the Huskies glove it down, and they'll flip it out to center ice again, and that hit the scoreboard for the first of multiple times this season, and it'll stay in the Husky zone for a face-off.
Surprised it took this long, Riley, the third period of the first home game to bonk the scoreboard. That when you're here, it feels a little bit lower than you think it should be, but regardless.
Yeah, we're maybe 6 feet above the Dinos bench, and our heads are level with the scoreboard.
Yes. Yeah, big +1 to your point about Tyson Galloway. He's looked really solid here in the first 2 periods and 4 minutes for the Dinos.
Shot attempt there from Gangenbach, misses wide. The Dinos collect. Spinning pass out in front. Gutenberg can't collect that one, and they'll come back out to center as a little bit of shuffling of the lines as Gutenberg takes a turn here with Colson Gangenbach.
Whoa.
And they're going to call icing on the play, even though Connor Gutenberg was already behind the net.
And it doesn't even look like they're going to discuss it. Dinos wanted it back at center.
Ref having a discussion with the Dinos head coach here. And it is icing still.
It is still icing. We disagree with the call.
Trevor Wong wins the faceoff back to Prefontaine. He tries a shot. That hit Gutenberg in the shin pads, and now he'll collect and skate back the other way. Connor Gutenberg outside to Gangenbach. Gangenbach inside Gutenberg, and that one hit the skate of Patruik. And the Huskies will turn around with it. Galloway. Let's play over to Whitting. Whitting activates, gets center, and will dump it in. As the Dinos all change except Zach Whitting. Not icing on the play here as the Dinos will get another offensive zone draw as the pace in the third period a little slower than period number 1, maybe this early in the season a little gas because that first period had a lot of pace.
Yeah, absolutely, Riley. Bit of a nervous energy to start the third period here. A little discombobulated for both teams. A couple turnovers leading to chances, and still 2-1.
Face off one, Gricius tries a shot. His stick was tied up, and it slowly rolled towards Ross. Now Whitting has it at the blue line. And there's going to be a penalty as Logan Hammett ran his man into the boards from behind. He's going to get a cross-checking call, and the Huskies will get a chance to even up the score on their 4th power play of the night. They're 0 for 3 so far.
Logan Hammett knew it immediately. As soon as contact was made, he didn't even try to protest. The Huskies didn't react either. They all knew it was a penalty, so Dinos down a man here. They did really well in the second period, Riley, in that department. They killed all 3 penalties, including a 5-on-3. Going to be put to the test here with Wong on the face-off for the Huskies.
Face-off to Karl Tedachuk's right. He's stopped 19 of 20 so far as Wong wins a draw to start the power play. Good job there from the Dinos to swarm on Petruic, and he'll come out to center ice. Wong skates into the zone. Now he'll drop it off. And it's collected by Kozer. Osquiabo passes it off. That shot hit a body, and Dino's able to clear it all the way down the ice. The first 30 seconds of this Huskies man advantage kill. Now bouncing puck, Jaden Joseph takes it away. That one's swiped. Massier has it. Massier backdoor Joseph! And Ross makes the save. No one knew where it was. The ref took 3 seconds to blow it down, but Roddy Ross gets the pad out and hangs on.
Whoa, let's get a second look at this. As Massier, great pass to Joseph, and yeah, everyone just paused for a second there. As Roddy Ross, terrific left pad right along the ice, and bam, what a stop. As he gets that with the toe, puck lodged underneath that toe, and Huskies remain down 1. What a save by Roddy Ross, shorthanded. Not shorthanded, sorry, Riley. You get what I mean.
On the power play.
On the power play.
On the Dinos, who were shorthanded,
the
taking
opposite
the shot.
of shorthanded.
The Huskies have the puck here, pass into that bumper position. Now near side, Stebbings stops up, passes it off, a shot, that hit a body, bounces to the side of the net, and a good stick there from Horning to knock the rebound attempt away and fire it down the ice. Gutenberg takes a tumble. Hayes now dumps the puck in, but gets slammed along the wall. A bouncing puck in front. Tedachuk had to be careful there as he makes the save and hangs on for the whistle.
Yeah, as the dump in caromed off the glass right into the skates of Anderson, and Tedachuk had to be careful. A quick chance in front of the net for the Huskies. As Stebbings stole the puck neatly there from Anderson. No harm done. 36 seconds remain on this power play.
Some great violin music echoing through Father David Bauer Arena.
The ghost of Beethoven's past.
The Huskies continue to control on the power play here. 30 seconds to go. A big kick save from Tedachuk. Rebound out front, and the Huskies control. Another shot there. That may have hit King before it got to Tedachuk. And Gengenbach able to fire it all the way down the ice as Karl Tedachuk with a huge pad save there to keep the 2-1 Dinos lead.
Yeah, great stop from him, and a heads-up play by Anderson there, too.
Long skates it in now. He'll drop it off. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Kozer leaves it. Now circles around the back of the net. Out top, they score! Vince Loshkiabo ties the game just as the penalty ended. It's 2-2 with 12:50 to go in the third.
Yeah, as you said, Riley, it won't be a power play goal for Loshkiabo, but he finds a soft spot in the high slot area as the Dinos just still collapsed in the box, no one around him, and he rips a bullet past the blocker side of Tedachuk. This game tied again with 12:50 to go. As some good pressure by the Huskies pays dividends.
Huskies get the puck in deep off the face-off following their second goal of the night. Now it's the Dinos back the other way. Patterson tries a centering feed there. That hit a stick and never made it. And the Dinos are going to go right back to the penalty kill. As it'll be Dallin Molina heading to the box for holding. And power play number 5 for the Huskies. They're 0 for 4 so far.
Bit of a backbreaker there is the Dinos. They killed off the penalty, but it doesn't feel like it after giving up the goal, and they'll go right back to work. As Vince Loshkiabo picks up his first of the season, we'll surely see him back on the power play here as the Huskies looking for the go-ahead.
Another draw win for the Huskies. They've been much better in that department here in the third. That was a good stick, breaks that up and sends the Huskies back to their own blue line. Wong winds it up through traffic. Nice move inside. He's knocked to the ice, and Tedachuk will cover up for the whistle.
Now you highlighted Trevor Wong's skill at the top of the broadcast, Riley. One of the rookies for the Huskies, a great dance inside, and look at that move just to get around the defensive horning, but he was kind of tripped up at the end of the play, so he couldn't get a good shot off, but a nice display of skill there from Wong. Just 15 seconds gone on this power play.
Huskies control off the face-off. Wong has it again. Trevor Wong swings it back. Kozer passes it D to D. That one blocked by Horning. Basquiavo down low. Flipped out to Wong. That bounces over his stick, and now foot race forward. It's Gutenberg on it. Gutenberg shorthanded. Pulls up, takes a shot right into the chest of Ross, who hangs on for a whistle with Gengenbach crashing the net.
Gengenbach having some words with Dawson Holt. We haven't mentioned him too much tonight. Dawson Holt 7 points coming into tonight's game. Hasn't hit the score sheet so far. John back and forth, the two leading goal scorers going at it. It was a good play there by Landon Kozer to direct traffic as a potential 2-on-1 turned into a 2-on-2 and an easy save from Roddy Ross.
Offensive zone draw on the PK here for the Dinos. Patterson wins it back to Anderson. And it'll be Sador that gets to it and dumps it in, but now it's picked up quickly by the Huskies. Walking in, stepping, shoots, and a big save there from Tedachuk. Renier right on the doorstep there. Tedachuk doesn't let a rebound go, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
Yeah, nice job by Stebbings there to back in the Dinos defense, get a good look, but Tedachuk with a fine save through traffic. Lost his net a tiny bit, but he was able to move to his left just in time to make a nice save. Minute 5 to go on the penalty kill.
Another draw win here on the power play for the Huskies. They get right back to work. The blue line. That pass bounces out and will be cleared by the Dinos as Joseph fires it down the ice. 45 to go here on the Huskies' man advantage. They're 0 for 4 so far in a 2-2 hockey game. Barros loses the puck at the blue line, and it's dumped down the ice once again, this time by Massier, who goes for a change. Hiller tries to work his way in. He's tied up. Trying to do it all by himself there. Now it's back to the line. Stebbings walks down the wall, pass into the middle, now back to the line. Barros gets it at the top, a shot and a glove save from Tedachuk. With 12 seconds remaining here on the Huskies power play, Carl Tedachuk stands tall.
Close play at the net mouth there as Renier was reaching out looking for the tip on the Barros slap shot, but Tedachuk stays strong, top of the crease, a nice glove save. It's up to 25 stops this evening. The tail end, the final 12 seconds of the power play for Saskatchewan.
Dinos win the face-off. King back for it behind his own goal. Now it's circled back to the line. Basquiavo has it again. D to D they go. Basquiavo winds up, shoots, and he missed that top corner. He had it wide open. Now pass. Doesn't connect, and the Dinos will come back the other way. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be interference, and it's going to go against Landon Kozer.
Teams trading penalties here as Jaden Joseph at the end of that play there trying to disrupt the outlet for Saskatchewan. And a great opportunity for Calgary to retake the lead here. You'll see there, yeah, a bit of a pick play there. Didn't look like too much, but Joseph smartly sells it a little bit, draws the penalty, and the Dinos go to work.
1 for 3 so far tonight. Zach Whitting. Dinos bench not happy with that hit behind the net. Now D2D they go. Gutenberg walks in, shoots. Ross makes the save. Whitting collects. Zach Whitting back to Gutenberg. And that one off the skate of Dawson Holt out there on the penalty kill, and the Dinos will have to reset. Langenbach winds it up again. Pass off to Patterson. Patterson high off the glass. Puck lands on the back of the net, and it'll be fired down the ice here by the Huskies. 40 seconds gone here for the Dinos power play. Whitting quickly over to Gutenberg. Gutenberg with speed, dumps it off to Patterson. Patterson spins it off. Whitting keeps it in at the blue line. Drop pass, Gutenberg. Gutenberg flips it back to Whitting. Whitting walks in, tries a shot. That one off the stick of Ben Tkachuk and out of play, and the Dinos will get an offensive zone draw with 56 seconds to go on power play number 4.
Top unit stymied a little bit there, especially off the jump as Poole took a pretty hard hit from behind at the start of his shift. Kind of set the tone for that first unit, Riley. Is Mark Howell switching things up, throwing on his second unit with 56 to go here.
King down the half wall to Joseph. Joseph back out top, King. Near side, Gricius settles the puck down. Nice pass cross ice. Joseph, who shoots, and a blocker save made by Ross, and it goes out of play.
That's a terrific stop by Roddy Ross. It looked like it may have caught him in the mask too as it goes into the netting. He was cheating a little bit following that cross ice feed from Gricius, thinking maybe Joseph was going to do something similar, but he's deep enough in his crease to react to the shot. Nice save from Roddy Ross.
Draw one by the Dinos. Both teams been good on the power play, winning face-offs in the offensive zone. But this time a takeaway from the Huskies, and they fired out to center ice. 30 seconds ago on the power play. Sador tries to get it to Joseph, but a great play there from Holt to swat it out of the air. Sador tries again. Over to Gricius. Fired in behind the net. Joseph meets it on the far side. Down low. Now it's swung around. Gricius falls trying to get to it, and it'll come back out to center, and that will just about do it for the Dinos' man advantage here. 5 seconds remaining. King leaves it there. Galloway works his way in. Puck swung down low. Backhand save made. Thrown out in front, and the Dinos can't capitalize. Dinos right back in. Bouncing puck. Loose in front. Hauer shoots, and that one off the arm of Ross and out of play. Logan Hauer looking for his first Canada West goal.
Great work by a couple of Dino rookies as Galloway and Hauer nearly finding Twine for the Dinos. Hauer with some great work to steal the puck and get a shot on goal as we're into our final media timeout of this contest.
As we take a look at tomorrow's matchups, these two teams will be right back at it. 6 o'clock start for the Dinos and the Huskies is an afternoon game for Alberta. We can maybe take a look at those scores from across the league right now as I've realized why you've made the face you've just made.
Well, Alberta up 7-1 over the Bisons. That has about 11 minutes left in the third period, so a tough result for the Bisons tonight. And a quick
first game of the night,
yeah,
or of the season, pardon me. They had a bye last week.
Yeah, and a quick turnaround for them with the 2 o'clock start tomorrow. UBC is up 2-0 on Mount Royal.
It said 3-0.
It did, and now it's gone down to 2. Anyway, Grant McEwen is still up 4-1. Heading into the third period there against Regina. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't. And it said 3-0 for a long time too. It's not like it was a reviewed goal or something. I don't know what was going on there, but
we have no information about that.
Dinos control off the face-off following the media timeout. Puck played in behind the goal. Swung back down low. Howard had a golden opportunity just before that media timeout. Stays out on the ice. Massier in there battling as well as Hammett. Now it's flipped out to center ice. Bouncing puck corralled there by Galloway. Nice move there. Galloway now stops up. He'll leave it back for Anderson and go for a change. 7:15 to go here in the third. 2-2 hockey game. A well-fought hockey game between these two so far. Shots 32-27 in favor of the Dinos. As Horning smartly doesn't play the puck there, as Galloway was a little slow to get off the ice. That lead feed off the stick of Gutenberg and into the netting. We'll get another whistle here, just under 7 minutes remaining in the third period.
A very close play, but luckily the entire bench yelling at Connor Horning not to touch the puck, and he obliged. The faceoff will come at center ice here.
Even without him touching the puck, that was still pretty close because it was about 3 strides from the bench when he entered the playing surface.
Yeah. Galloway had to do a bit of a long jump to get to the bench in time.
Gutenberg takes a bump in behind the goal. Poole out there for a shift with Gutenberg and Gengenbach. Now it's worked out. Gengenbach tries to flip it back to the line and hits a stick. And now a foot race for it is Horning back on it. His pass is knocked away, and now Tedachuk on it. That lead feed. Shot coming, and Horning blocks it up high. Rebound thrown out in front, and a sprawling Whitting blocks that centering pass. Huskies pressuring here, centering pass. Whitting blocks that. Truick on the half wall. Throws it back to the point. Couldn't be corralled, and now Moline on it. Moline forward to Patterson. Patterson stops up, feeds Moline, can't quite corral that pass. Tries to backhand it out in front, it hits Galvis and comes back the other way. King falls down, but a great stick there from his stomach. Well, that could have been a breakaway. Centering pass, Patterson loses control. Holt throws it towards the net, and now the puck comes out. Gricius on the backhand. Nice defensive play there by Kozer. Gricius cycles it down low. Stebbings tries to get around Joseph. That doesn't happen. And now Gricius will just dump it in and go for a change. A little sloppy here in the third period, Max. Passes aren't quite on, just like that one. And now Howard steps into it. Howard drops it back. Massier tries a shot and fans on it. And now back come the Huskies. Stebbings tries to make a move. He'll just dump it around Galloway. Pillar in there battling for it, but it'll be Galloway that comes away with the puck. Tyson Galloway loses the puck there. And Howard helpfully, is that a word?
Yep, helpfully.
Yeah,
yep.
helpfully follows up.
Pretty sure that's a word. Sounds right.
First game of the year, brain just slow.
We're all working it out.
It's now Horning on the puck.
Brain slow.
Brain slow. He is now Poole. Spins it away. Gengenbach tries to pass it back to the D. A bouncing puck gets past 2 Huskies, and they'll just have to dump it right back in.
Both teams here, Riley, it just feels very discombobulated. Bouncing puck, turnovers galore. There's no flow in the last few minutes here.
He takes a check, but plays it over to Horning. Horning gets it ahead. Now a shot. Peltier walks into it, and it's off a stick and out of play.
Couple Dinos running into each other at the end of the play there. Just a little bit awkward, a little bit too casual from the Dinos as well, exiting the zone and leading to some.
Our amazing producer, Austin Surzan, pulls up the dictionary, and helpfully is a word. So
hopefully, in a way that provides help. That makes sense.
Sounded weird in my head, but I feel like I've said the word before.
Oh, Atlanta.
Huskies with speed into the offensive zone. Drop pass here, shot from distance, and that one off the tip of the glove of Tedachuk and over the net. Now King gets it ahead. Sador, nice move, takes a shot. Ross makes the save as King was following up, and Noah King gonna get a penalty here. And the Dinos bench not happy with it, as it looked like King got a lot of stick there.
It's going to be the trip on the Dinos captain, and that just feels like it was building to that as Sador with a great rush and a chance on Roddy Ross. And, yeah, right in front of the official too. That's a tough call as the Huskies given a golden ticket here to try and take a late lead.
0 for 5 so far in the game, 3:16 remains. Truitt gets it back to the line. Kozer now down low. Gets it back. Far side shot, and Tedachuk there to square up to the puck and hang on. Now Holt.
Whitting.
And Whitting squaring up.
Giving each other an extended hug. Huskies really seem to be feeding Lo Schiavo to get him some shots in the high slot area. That time swallowed up by Tedachuk. He has a goal tonight, Riley, the Huskies' second goal. He definitely has a nose for the net, a great shot too.
That puck fired out.
No doubter.
Nicely by the Dinos. Now foot race, Sador in aggressively on the penalty kill. And now the other way comes Kozer. Kozer, Truitt, back to Kozer. Back to the line, Wong. D to D they go. Lo Schiavo shoots. That one blocked by Whitting, and he'll flip it out to center ice. Back in are the Huskies. Dinos managed to get the forwards change. The defense stays out there. Centering pass, Wong. Nice move there. Works it in front, and a good stick from Whitting to break up that golden opportunity. And now high off the glass goes the puck. And the Huskies will turn it back. A 4-on-2 the other way on the power play. Pass, cross ice, bounced over the stick of Wong. Now Grishis picks it up, and a beautiful backhand there. Gets it all the way down the ice. 40 seconds remains on the Huskies power play. Kinneberg weaves it. Killer skates onto it. A good job there by Gengenbach, and he fires it all the way back down the ice. Gengenbach almost with another steal there, but the Huskies come back the other way. 15 seconds on the power play. Stebbings is run into. Puck loose behind the net. Back to the line now, Kinneberg. Walks the blue line, looking for a lane. Now he passes it off. Backdoor pass, and a save made from Tedachuk. Rebound, and the puck is loose at the side of the net as we come back to 5-on-5. The Dinos have killed 6 straight penalties. Kinneberg now, pressured by Sador. Patterson, does he have any gas left? He's with King. King, back to Patterson. Patterson shot, and Ross makes the save. Into the final minute of the third period, 2-2 hockey game as the teams go back and forth in the final minute. Whitting gains center, he'll dump it in behind the net. Poole can't collect the puck, it's fired down the ice, and now a foot race for it. Tkachuk backhand, and Tedachuk makes the save.
Got a penalty coming up.
And it's going to go against the Huskies. And it's going to be goalie interference against Ben Tkachuk. And the Dinos will get a power play with 29.8 remaining here in regulation time.
Looks like it's going to be Penner instead of Tkachuk. Jared Penner goes to the box, 29.8. Bit of a yard sale on the ice with a bucket and a neck guard down as the tension just exploded there for about 30 seconds. Teams trading chances, and it leads to a Dino's late power play, Riley.
Do we have a replay, Austin, of the goalie interference?
The
I've
Dinos
already played and I just didn't see it. But
there's a good chance there by Tkachuk, and right here, yeah,
it
dumping
wasn't
the
even
Dinos.
goalie interference.
Yeah, just interference.
General interference.
The Dino was dumped right in front of Tkachuk. The Dinos do take their time out here. So we'll have a 5-on-4 with overtime looming here in the Dinos home opener round.
Couldn't ask for more from a home opener here. The crowd entertained throughout. Shots 34-30 in favor of the Dinos, and they'll have 29.8 seconds of regulation time to work with on this man advantage. As it'll be Gutenberg who steps in to take the draw. He's got Patterson, Poole, and Gangenbach as forwards out there, and Whitting. Ooh. And are they going to call another hand pass here?
Gutenberg was screaming at the official.
And they are going to give it to him.
Yeah, covering the puck. It matches Gutenberg's reaction. He was losing it. And Tkachuk will head to the penalty box, Riley, to join Penner. And what a turn of events. So the Dinos are gifted a 5-on-3 here to end regulation to try and steal this game. And oh yeah, that's clear.
He definitely did that. Yep, he covered
no
up the puck
doubt
and
about
played
it.
it back with his hand. Can't do that. And both teams guilty of it so far tonight. 5-on-3, 23 seconds to go in regulation. Dinos working it around. Pass, backdoor shot. That one deflected just wide by Patterson. 13 seconds to go. Sador leaves it for Whitting. Now pass down low. Whitting has it. 6 seconds to shoot. They go back and forth. Whitting winds up, shoots. That one hit a body in front. Rebound. Kicked aside. Thrown out in front, and that will do it for regulation time. The Huskies survive the first 30 seconds of a 5-on-3, and we are going to overtime.
Dinos get 2 kicks of the can there to end regulation, but a great save by Ross at the end. And a heads-up play there by Parker Gavles as the rebound popped in the air on that second chance, and he just collapsed in front of the net. No chance for a tuck-in or anything like that before the horn sounded to end regulation, so both teams pick up a point. But the Dinos, Riley, will stay on an extended power play to start overtime.
5-on-3 for a minute 31 here for the Dinos, and the way that first unit has worked around, you got to think they're getting at least a couple good looks here in the next minute and 31 seconds.
Well, there, Riley, in 27, they got 2 really good looks on Roddy Ross. So, you know, with a little less pressure to not worry about the clock, they can work the puck around and get looks they want, but they're going to load up with the big guns. Whitting especially, he's had a terrific game tonight. Not only a goal in the power play, but he has been working the puck around. I had forgotten, Riley, a little bit just how smooth and effortless his skating is, and how much it impacts the game, and he's looked terrific for the Dinos tonight. So yeah, minute 31 of 5-on-3, Riley, to start overtime. Teams switching ends.
Will be basically one player out after the other, so for all intents and purposes, a minute 31 of power play time, technically a minute 33, but if they don't score, you've got to be very, very careful with 2 players coming out of the box at the same time.
Yeah, definitely something to watch for, as the Huskies took 2 penalties in 2 seconds at the end of the third period. And we're ready for overtime. Riley, take it away.
We're going to see Grishis at Max Patterson's spot here in the 5-on-3 with the first unit. Another shooter with less Huskies on the ice. Gangenbach winds it up. He's into the offensive zone. Colson Gangenbach around the back of the net. His stick tied up for a second. Now he leaves it back for Sador. Sador to Whitting. Whitting down to Gutenberg. Now Gangenbach again. Sador shoots. Save Ross. And it's cleared down the ice as Roddy Ross makes another save at the top of his crease. 1 minute to go on the 5-on-3. Now it's Gutenberg entering the zone. They'll stop up. Connor Gutenberg slows things down a little bit. Whitting over to Sador. Back to Whitting. Back to Sador now. Sador walks in passes it off for Gengenbach. That bounced over his stick. Colson Gengenbach circles, bounce, shot, and that one's saved by Ross's Gracious. Didn't get all of it as his stick broke. Now we're back. Patterson comes off the bench. Patterson looks, shoots, and he just missed far glove side. 25 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. 2 Huskies get off. The third does not. Now it's Gutenberg. He leaves it there for Patterson. Patterson, pass it off, shot, Sador just missed over the net. 10 seconds to go. Now it's Gengenbach. One last entry here. Colson Gengenbach thought about leaving it. First penalty out, now the second one. Patterson shoots a bouncing puck off the side of the net. And now another penalty coming here to the Huskies as Gengenbach takes a cross check from Kinneber, and the Huskies will head right back into the box after killing off that 5-on-3.
Yeah, marvelous job killing the penalty. Gengenbach, he was able to skate to the bench in his own power, laboring a little bit. Ross terrific.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely a penalty as he absolutely buried Gengenbach. Could have been boarding. They called a cross check.
Yeah, no doubter, especially with the official right there. So we'll drop back down a man each. So we'll go 4-on-3 for 2 minutes here as the Dinos being given every opportunity to win this game. Joseph on the draw.
1 for 7 on the power play tonight. The Huskies 0 for 6. So the man advantage hasn't really worked for either team so far tonight. We'll see if power play number 8 for the Dinos is the one. As Holt has a skate issue, I believe he had to come off the ice.
Yeah, he caught it at the last second, so Ben Tkachuk will jump on and take the face-off for him.
Draw one by the Huskies, scramble towards the wall, the Dinos collect. Joseph, pressure there, leaves it for Noah King. King walks in, switches spots with Poole. Poole through traffic, save made, rebound! And I think it might have been Galvis that got a kick out on that one, as he looked like he may have thrown the stick, but he might have made a glove save there.
See if we can get a replay on it. Almost sounded like post two as Poole shot. He'll come here, the rebound right to King, and oh man. Regardless, the puck stays out. What a chance. A good heads-up play from the Dinos captain too.
Draw one, but kept in at the line by King. 4-on-3 power play in overtime here. It's Joseph. Joseph walks in. Joseph shoots, hits a body, rebound, and Poole sails it wide again. The Dinos have missed the net 4 or 5 times here in overtime. Joseph into the offensive zone. He stops up. King gets to the puck. King over to Poole. Poole, Joseph. Bouncing puck, can't get a shot away cleanly. Joseph again circles. Over to King. King back to Joseph. Joseph down low now. Spin move from Patterson. He couldn't get the shot away, and it's fired down the ice with 1 minute to go on the Dinos' 8th power play of the evening.
Up to 40 shots the Dinos are now, Riley.
King finds Gengenbach. Back out there on the ice. Gutenberg pins it along the wall. Battle for it. Worked out by the Dinos. Now Wittink on the ice. Wittink walks the blue line. Over to Gutenberg. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Wittink finds Gengenbach. They switch spots. Gengenbach circles out top. Takes a shot. That one's blocked. Good job there from Holt, whose skate seems to be better. Wittink over to Gutenberg. Back to Wittink, and another block there from Holt. A great shift on the PK.
Missed high stick there on Gutenberg.
The ref saying follow through, but I remember a Crowchild Classic back when I was at MRE where a follow through didn't matter. And now we're back to 4-on-4. Gracious loses the puck now. Chance here for Wong with speed. Wong on the outside of King. He'll stop up, look for an outlet. Wong cycles it down low. Galvis plays it down low to Patruic. 1 minute to go here in overtime. Now it's Gangenbach, has some room to work. He's been out there for a while. And now we'll wind it up. Colson Gangenbach through center ice. Sticks it ahead to Poole, now back at the line. Anderson has it, shot through traffic. Save made, Ross. And the puck is loose and cleared away by the Huskies. 30 seconds to go here. Gangenbach still out there. He swings it around to this near side, but only the Huskies are there. Now played up to the line, Loschiavo. Looks for a slap shot. Got through him, but to his D partner. Sador ties up Loschiavo along the wall. 2 seconds, shot not coming, and it bounces off a stick and into the corner, and that will do it for overtime. And now we'll go to 3-on-3 for the second 5-minute overtime, and if that doesn't solve anything, we'll go to a shootout.
Dino's getting lucky there as Colson Gangenbach, he was out there, it felt like, for the entire overtime. Caught out at the end, and the Huskies pushing for a late one, but
maybe, actually, I believe they've changed that. I think it's just the 1 5-minute overtime now. It used to be 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, but we're going to get a flood, and it's going to be shootout time here when we come back. A scrape, I should say.
Yeah, dry scrape. And boy, what a gutsy effort from the Huskies penalty kill. They were just ravaged from the end of regulation all through overtime there, and they somehow kept the Dinos off the score sheet and away from the win column, and we're going to head to the shootouts. And
0 seconds of 3-on-3 played in that 3-on-3 overtime.
None.
What a game here, though. Both teams digging in after that second period. The Huskies even the game up just after a power play had ended.
Chances galore for Calgary, and 5 shots given to them in overtime, none for the Huskies. The Dinos throw 42 shots at Roddy Ross. He stopped 40 of them through 65 minutes. He's been terrific. Both goalies, Riley, have been fantastic here tonight in this 2-2 hockey game.
Reminder, these two teams right back at it tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Here from FBB as they finish up their weekend 2-game set. As the only goal in that third period, Vince Loschiavo, his first of the season from Patruic and Kozer, both of them with their 3rd assist each of the year.
Technically a 5-on-5 goal. It came right after a penalty had expired. And that's where we are after a sudden burst of scoring in the second period. 3 goals in 2 minutes and 4 seconds before Loschiavo tied the game here in the third. But
I'm not so sure I've called a shootout here at FTV coming into my 4th season.
Hello.
So why not do it on game number 1?
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it, Riley. Should be great.
I can't screw up the names if I see them the one player the whole time, right?
While we do have a bit of a breather here, we can tell you that Alberta and Manitoba, we have a final there, 7-3 the final score. UBC is up. They're now back to 3-0. They haven't updated the clock, so go figure there. And Grant McEwen are on their way to a victory 4-1 with about 12:20 to go in the third period against Regina.
So it was in fact 2-0 after 2.
Okay.
UBC scored in the third. Tian Rask taking a 5-minute major for checking to the head in that one. I believe the game is over or close to in the final 3 minutes, if anything, and UBC should come away with that victory. Manitoba not giving up, making it 7-3 score there. And now a 2 p.m. start for them in Alberta tomorrow. It's tough to win the first one in Alberta. It seems really tough to win those second afternoon games. They like to throw those afternoon games in.
Absolutely. Very quick turnaround. You wake up and suddenly you're playing. At least for those who sleep until 12:30.
As it looks as though it will be Dylan Sidor taking the first shot for the Dinos in on Roddy Ross. Absolutely outstanding so far tonight. We'll see if he can cap it off with a shootout victory, as if we did stars, he would be number 1 if the Huskies do come away with this victory. As they're closing the Zamboni door.
Dino's second shootout of the season. Of course, their opener against UBC went to shootout, where they won 4-3. Adam Kidd scoring the lone goal, and here we go, Riley.
Sidor works in, he works to his left, now cuts back to the center. Sidor makes a move, and Ross gets a pad to it. Sidor couldn't raise the puck.
Looked like there was a bit of an opening there, but Ross with a good late effort, and Vince Loschiavo will be first up for the visitors.
Loschiavo, the game-tying goal, and now he'll come in with speed. Loschiavo stops up, couldn't finish there, as he never got a shot away. Too much speed, and maybe too many moves in tight there, and it's still scoreless here in the shootout.
Jake Grishus up next for Calgary.
Seems like a shooter to me. We'll see what he does here. Grishus walks in, stops up, shoots, and that one off the arm of Ross and over the net.
Nice save there as Ross was backed in a little bit, but you called it, Riley. Grishus elects to go for the shot.
Petruik all the way out to the right side. Petruik shoots, and a blocker save made from Tedachuk. As we move to round 3, and it's going to be Colson Gangenbach, 7 points in 3 games so far. Will he be the first one to break the ice here in the shootout? Gangenbach to his left, cuts back in. Gangenbach toe drag shot. That one missed the net. And now the Huskies have a chance to win the game with a goal. And it'll be defenseman Landon Kozer. Kozer picks up the puck at center. He moves in slowly and methodically. Kozer looking for a lane, shoots, and a save made from Tedachuk, and we continue.
Going into extra innings here, we'll see the Dinos are going to throw Wittink out. He's had a great night. I like the choice by Mark Howell here.
Zach Wittink will follow the same pass as Gangenbach. Wittink pulls up, shot, and Ross keeps it in front of him and keeps the puck out.
It's an identical move to Gangenbach there. He just hit the net this time, and nice save from Ross. Pillar up next for the Huskies.
Josh Pillar comes into the puck at an angle. Now he walks in, he shoots, fakes the shot, and missed the net. He had Tedachuk down and out and missed the net on the short side, and we go into round 5.
Jake Poole, he's got some hands. He's up next for Calgary. Here we go.
Poole, he's going to take a different route here. Poole works in, fakes, takes, and just getting a blocker on it there was Ross, as Poole couldn't get all the power on the backhand.
Yeah, he fanned on it a little bit, and here comes the rookie, Trevor Wong.
I'm surprised it took this long to get to him.
No kidding.
Wong, the former Saskatoon Blade, stays in Saskatoon for school. A shot and a save made Tedachuk, and I think he had that short side low. Just couldn't get it close enough to the post, I don't think. Round 6, Max?
Round 6,
no
goals so far for either team.
Jaden Joseph now takes the shot. Fakes to the backhand, and Ross stuck with him the whole way. And it's going to be Peltier. Up next, Raphael Peltier had the opening goal of the game, and he can end it here in round number 6. Peltier with a little bit of speed. Works to his right, shoots, and a glove save made from Tedachuk.
Going to round 7, Max Patterson.
When do the slap shots from the high slot start coming out?
Exactly. That should have happened 3 rounds ago.
Max Patterson, the power forward, skates onto the puck, slows things down, shot right into the chest of Ross.
Tried to maybe sneak it blocker side just above the pad, but nothing doing there. Ross top of the crease. Stebbings now for the Huskies to win the game.
Round 7, Stebbings. Almost lost the puck there. Now he collects it, tries a shot, 5-hole, and Tedachuk had that the whole way, and we move on to round 8, and it's Connor Gutenberg. What does he have in his bag of tricks? Gutenberg with speed, right down the pipe, shoots, and a glove save made from Ross. As these two goaltenders continue to duel, and it's going to be Ethan Renier in round number 8. Renier fakes, takes, 5-hole, scores! Ethan Renier ends the game as the Huskies win 3-2 in a shootout. What a game, Max. Round number 8 is the decider.
Yeah, what a finish there from Renier. Great little fake shot. He opens up Tedachuk and slides it 5-hole. It's a classic move, and Renier executes it perfectly. He had an assist on the game's opening goal, and he ends it here in the shootout. As you said, Riley, terrific game, and both goalies looking great. Roddy Ross, 40 saves in regulation overtime, stopped all 8 shootout attempts against him as well. What a game for the Huskies as they come back and win this 3-2.
Yeah, they like to split goaltenders a lot on weekends, but I kind of feel like you have to go back to Roddy Ross tomorrow night. We'll see what happens, but that will do it. These two teams back at it tomorrow at 6 p.m. here from FDB. For our outstanding producer, Austin Surzin, my amazing color commentator, Max Thurley, I'm Riley Pollock. We'll be back tomorrow night. This has been Canada West Men's Hockey on Canada West TV.
I'm glad you